Hal, you can't say that.
I can say anything I want. You can't stop me. This bit is not forced. Don't worry, chat.
That's fucking crazy. All right. Well, you didn't come up with a bit. You left the bit in my hands.
Well, you know, maybe I'm fed up of carrying your fucking channel, Diesel. Did you ever think of that?
Carrying? Whose name is on that YouTube
Yeah,
URL?
well, you know what, FPS Diesel? When the chatters are talking, who do they want to talk to more? Who is the bigger box on the screen when we change off the starting screen?
Hold equivalent space here.
Do we?
I'm still bigger.
You are right now, but when you pull up a YouTube video, who's bigger? And also, what do we do more often? Sit here like this, where I'm blocking you out? Or do we watch videos and I'm just bigger in general? Hi, Skelly.
This is not
Floor gets it. Floor gets it.
At Suicidal Slaw became a member. At Suicidal Slaw celebrates 30 months
the
of
goal
membership.
isn't that
Can only
you're
hear for
going to
Hal
call
less
them
than
all
3.
pop champs. The goal is that I'm going to do it.
That's true. Well, you just have like the accent for it, you know. So
exactly.
like, if anything, I'm like your manager in this case, you know. That's the word we're gonna use, manager.
Okay.
We're not gonna use the other one because that's not PC because it's 2025.
But what's the non-PC one?
Why would I say that?
I want to know.
We're not doing that stream, okay? We're not doing that stream right now.
We're not doing. It's true. It's true. Chat, earlier today, I was calling him a dirty little slut, and he didn't know how to respond. It fully reset his brain.
Well, like, that doesn't happen very often. That doesn't. It caught me off guard. Oh my god, dude. Anyway, we're here today to do a Halloween stream with considerable delay, apparently.
Well,
it wasn't even the intention. It was because we had it as a goal, and we hit the goal. So then we kind of have to commit to the bit. I didn't realize how long some of these stories were. This is actually kind of insane.
Well, we can just cut out the
build
ones
up.
either ever. Yeah, we can cut out not the build up. I meant the long ones. Like, ugh.
Well, like it turns out they're all long. That's the thing, you know.
They're not all that long.
Because I'm looking at Sonic.exe and I thought Sonic.exe was guy puts a game in Sega Genesis, and then Sonic tells him to kill himself and that he's God. And then it ends. But apparently it's like long and he goes to like
apparently it has like build up. Oh God forbid.
Well, like all right, for the sake of like the comedy of the stream, right? Like what when you think of like the let's get Greek, all right? Because you understand it when I say things like this, right?
Okay.
What's like the platonic ideal of like a creepypasta, right? What are some structures that make up the platonic ideal of a creepypasta?
It usually involves a guy chilling at home. He goes out and buys something. Thing is bad.
Wait. Where does he buy the thing though?
Usually a garage sale.
Usually a garage sale, right?
Yeah. Or like in like a pawn shop or something.
Yeah. Like a garage sale or pawn shop.
Yeah.
And then he plays
by the
game.
way, chat, Diesel has never read normal porn for normal people.
I don't know what that one is.
We're doing clockwork, by the way. But yeah, no, he's very excited for it. It's actually not a bad one.
Should I mean, I have Sonic.exe up, but should I switch to the other one?
You want to read normal porn for normal people?
Well, that has such an extreme title. What the fuck could that even be about?
It's about normal porn for normal people.
It's clearly not, okay? Clearly it's like fucked up and evil or something.
It's fucked up and evil porn.
Fucked up and evil porn.
For fucked up and evil people. Did I actually send it to you?
Yeah, it's it's right here from the Creepypasta fandom. Fandom.com, dude. The Creepypasta wiki died, and then fandom fucking subsumed its soul.
No, but I think I found one on like the actual creepypasta.com. It was the only place you could get clockwork, which is just so bad.
It died because of mod drama? Of course it did. Of course it did.
Story of our life, right?
Yeah, tell me about it. Oh, okay. So I guess we'll just do normal porn for normal people. Because even though that one it has like nothing but red flags, you know, it's given nothing but the worst vibes.
What do you mean? It's amazing. It's filled with normal porn for normal people.
This is the only one I've seen that has a not safe for work content warning, dude.
Yeah, they actually had to remove one of the lines.
You know, it's kind of crazy. Like all of these starting like a guy found out a rumor from his friend, or like a guy goes to a pawn shop or yard sale. Dude, it's like literally all of these are like a bad version of the Gremlins, dude. Like literally the same way each time. You better put on royalty-free Kevin MacLeod horror music.
Oh, so true.
That's
so true.
That's the other part of this, right? Is that there would be channels of guys whisperingly telling you.
I'm still following them because I listen to this to go to sleep. You know,
who's around? Because I know of some of these people.
Creepypasta still.
Is he one of the ones that like cavortals around with a drama shitters chat, or is he like one of the ones that minds his own fucking business? What does PFP look like?
He's like a blue guy.
Okay, no. He's like a blue guy, different guy. I'm thinking of guy with the yellow guy.
I'll send you. Oh, you mean Creepypasta, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did he like so like I remember this happening, like I remember him getting robbed. And then I remember there being like a controversy that he faked it. Was that a real thing?
I don't know. I'm not a fucking I don't remember these things. I just know that I've seen him around in the drama morgue that used to be the commentary community. All right.
And then Corpse Husband used to read
Corpse
too.
Husband is one that I very vividly remember. Because it's kind of hard to forget his voice.
It really is.
And then he started playing Among Us over the pandemic, got super famous, and now he's like fucked off somewhere. I don't know.
Honestly, good for him, you know.
You're thinking of that creepy reading. He's a drama guy. Okay, yeah, I was confusing him with the.
Okay.
Sorry, all of their names are like a creep.
Yeah.
Creepy verb, noun at the front. You know. Anyway, let's just get in. Oh, hold on. I turned off my camera by accident. Hold on.
Oh, that's not good.
There we go. Oh no, now you're covering me too.
Well, again.
There, I'll put you over there.
It's who we're really here for.
There's 2 of you now.
Yeah, I'm multiplying.
I'm working on it. I'm fixing it.
Can we get a third? Do you think?
No.
Is that a thing? You know, there's big empty space like right next to chat.
There.
I think we could really do with a big version of me right there.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it. There we go. I fixed it.
Oh, well done.
The Mr. Creepy noun verb adjective, yeah. The pronoun creepy verb adjective. There we go. And that's a guy. All right. So this is what am I getting into here?
Normal porn for normal people.
All right. Well, you know, I hope all of you you grab a snack and listen to me read a story.
Yeah, it's a cozy story time stream, guys.
Is this one where there was a monkey on the preview picture? Okay.
Was a monkey on the
Is this one where
picture?
they like click on
why.
they like click on the video and it's like an angry ape like killing people and then the ape kills them at the end?
It's like The Ring but with
like
a
The
porn
Ring
website and apes.
with Babu.
Guys, someone call Hollywood. I've got a movie for them.
Everyone knows that if you surf through the web long enough, you'll see some pretty sick shit. This is especially true if you intentionally dive into the dark underbelly of the internet. I've seen quite a few things I don't care to admit, but one thing that I always remember is a site called normalpornfornormalpeople.com. Dude, it's just like Lemon Party. Do you know what that is, Hal?
Oh my god, no. What's Lemon Party?
Are you asking for real or are you asking for the bit?
I'm asking for real.
Chat, dude, does she look up Lemon Party? does she look up Lemon Party, chat? Or does she not? I won't do that to her. I won't do that to you. I've made the decision. You click on Lemon Party.
You let chat decide right now.
No, what?
Chat, do I Google it?
It's a rite of passage.
You know what? I trust Pi more than I trust you.
That's like I trust this genie to follow through on the wish with zero bad consequences. I don't even know if Lemon Party exists anymore.
It doesn't.
It doesn't? Damn, that's crazy. Wow,
But,
dude.
like,
West
there's like
Fallen.
a description of it, you know?
There's a Wikipedia of it or something. I wouldn't be surprised if there
it made it onto the dictionary.
Yeah, it's like old people porn, and it was a shock site of old people having sex. Which, like, I don't know why that was shocking. You know, that's something old people do.
Is it? What?
Yeah, unfortunately.
I think even when I'm old and wrinkly, I don't want wrinkly old man balls touching me.
Maybe you'd feel different. I don't know.
I'm not Ash. I can't do it. No.
Oh, God. The first strange thing about the site is that I didn't actually I didn't find it by actually looking for it. It said nobody ever. It was emailed to me by someone I didn't know. Guys, I didn't look up normal porn for normal people. This other guy sent it to me. Nobody would believe. Like, there's no universe where anybody would believe that if you spent any time online. Hi there, found this site. Very nice. Thought you might like it. Normal people for normal porn for normalpeople.com. Pass it on for the good of mankind. Pretty standard issue train letter. Although the URL and last remark really piqued my curiosity. I was having a very boring day when I got this, so I made sure my antivirus was working and then clicked on it. It was very average, very generic looking site. The adjectives, the alliteration.
Peak writing.
Yes.
Chef's kiss.
Although the URL and the last remark really piqued my curiosity. I was having a very boring day. Oh, wait, I'm fucking stupid. Making it look professional. The author seemed to have a very tenuous grasp on English. Apparently, I do too today. Jesus. On the front of the page was very long and boring and incoherent rant. I don't remember or have it saved. The site had a strange tagline, which even today people haven't figured out the meaning of, which was normal porn for normal people. A website dedicated to the eradication of abnormal sexuality. And from the sound of that, I wasn't sure whether I was here to watch porn or if I stumbled on some kind of eugenics program. Why is that where their mind goes? That's not where my mind would go. I know a lot about eugenics, and I definitely would not. Yeah, well...
Crazy thing to admit, Diesel.
Well, like, eugenics would be like...
This is like... Damn.
That's like race science, not...
That is race science.
Yeah, but gay people aren't.
And you know a lot about race science?
Yeah, I used to be racist.
Interesting.
Right? But like, it sounds... Whatever. We're belaboring the point.
Continue.
No, because now I'm like, I am clearly correct, but you're just like making it confusing.
Diesel's a Nazi, he admitted to it.
I was very curious to see what normal people got their rocks off to. So I scrolled through the rant and nothing. The page didn't link to anywhere else. And I was about to leave when I noticed that at every word of the rant was its own hyperlink. I clicked one of them and was sent to a white page with a very long list of links from normalpornfornormalpeople.com/random letters. So I stopped for a minute to ask myself if I wanted to waste God knows how much time clicking on random links that would likely give me a virus that would rape my computer. I figured I'd try it for maybe 5 minutes just to see if anything came up. I clicked one of the links. This guy is like a fucking idiot, by the way.
Yes. I would not be surprised. Obviously, this is like fake. I mean, like, duh. But like, I would not be surprised. I could see, like, this being like, oh, I had to take my computer into the shop and I had to explain this to the...
I'm picturing this as like a Google docu, you know what I mean?
It's sort of like when like someone goes to like the hospital because they stuck something off their ass and they're like, oh, I tripped and fell.
I was just kind of curious, you know, and I tripped and fell and...
Yeah, it's exactly like that.
Let's see. I know what you're thinking. What the hell does it have to... Oh, no, sorry, I keep skipping it. This has all happened for 30 minutes. It was obvious that the cameraman had stopped filming and waited until the dog was ready to eat again. Dog seemed rather sick by the end of it. I know what you're thinking. What the hell does this have to do with porn? I have no clue. I've seen a little over 24 videos from the site, and the majority had no sexual activity at all. After watching peanut.avi, I went on to a certain image board I frequent to play online show and tell. Like I always do with weird shit like this, but someone had already made a thread about it. A guy who received the same chain letter I did. The image board had lots of people with nothing better to do to dig around the site. That's how I saw the other videos. Most of the 24 videos were very uneventful and consisted of people talking to the cameraman in a room with nothing in it but a desk and few chairs. I mean, literally nothing on the walls. Or in terms of furniture, the whole room had a very cold, sterile feel. You see, folks, in the early 2000s, it was considered abnormal to not have anything on your walls. But in the year of 2025, every man has nothing but a completely blank wall in his studio apartment.
I mean, listen, it's expensive to buy like household decorations.
Absolutely, I admit that, right? But
why are we like buying paintings in this
Hal,
economy?
I'm sorry, there's nothing scarier than a man who sits in his home with no fucking like art or like pictures on the wall.
Are you mansplaining to me what a dangerous man does?
Yes, yeah, I'm sorry. Yes. Yes. What if you
Oh my God.
What if you okay, let's say you came over and we were gonna play Monopoly. Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. And yeah, I'm like, Hal, look at my room. And my room has no art on the walls, no photos of my friends or family. It's just like
guys,
a blank IKEA room. Okay.
Guys, I need you to know he's saying this while sat in a brick murder basement.
It's not a brick murder basement. I have a very beautifully like maintained bookshelf behind me. Like this there used to be a stove here.
To the right, my right of it.
To the right of it. I didn't want my stove gone. It was taken from me against my will, and now I just have a blank space here. And I do need to fill it with something. You're right. I'll probably get a plant. You
should order a giant Hal plushie.
They don't. There's none that exist.
We can make one. Don't worry.
Right,
but like, yeah, no, you're in your goon cave right now.
But like, you know, yeah, but even in my goon cave, I've furnished it with the art and stuff. You know, it's scary. All of the men I've known that were friends of mine in life that had nothing on their walls all turned out to be like mentally ill.
I mean, Diesel, all of your friends are mentally ill. I say this to you as one of them.
Diesel's gonna jerk into a blank wall and or plant. Gotcha.
Diesel, do you have a plant in your room by curiosity? You know, just
I have fake IKEA plants.
Can I see them?
I don't want to get up.
Is it like small enough for you?
It's on the other
it's
side
really
of my room.
I'm going somewhere with this bit. Can
Okay,
you humor me? Can you humor me?
Let me go get it.
In the meantime, chat. He took his headphones off. He can't hear me. I'm pretty sure, you know, instead of going to the bar, because he hates going to the bathroom and like cleaning up. What he's actually doing is he's gooning into his and we're gonna examine it now. Okay, he's hit. Act natural, chat. Act natural. Can you like bring it a little bit closer to the camera?
What are you trying to say about me?
Like,
there is not a single thing on any wall in my whole house.
Why are you jiggling it?
Does this help?
Yeah, that helps a lot. Don't worry about it. Yeah, no, I think just by the way you handle it, my theory is correct.
What is the theory?
Don't worry about it. Chat knows. Chat knows.
I see what you mean, Hal, and agree implicitly. And okay, all right. And Slaw, I didn't say that there was nothing on your walls, okay? I didn't know that.
Wow.
Slaw, if you come over, we'll go to IKEA and I'll buy you a nice wall art. Okay?
Oh my god, Slaw, he's inviting you to his goon murder base. Don't do it. You won't come out the same or at all.
Oh my god.
There's a reason no one's ever seen the other parts of his room, chat, and it's because there's just a pile of corpses.
All right. The conversations were idle banter about previous jobs or embarrassing childhood moments. I kept expecting some kind of discussion about what these people were filming or what the site was about, but of course, nothing. You would never know that these videos had anything to do with porn if you saw it out of context. I will say one thing though. The people who appeared in these videos were quite attractive. However, the other videos that did actually feature content I suppose could be considered sexual is where things got weird. I'll give a brief description of the stranger videos. If you're really eaten up with curiosity, you can try to hunt them down on a torrent site. Lickedclean.avi. A 10-minute video filmed by a hidden camera in which we see a repairman working on a washing machine for the first 2 minutes. When it's fixed, the repairman talks to the owner briefly and then leaves. The owner checks to make sure the repairman is gone and then begins to lick all over the top of the washing machine. This goes on for 7 minutes. Is that supposed to be like scary? Is this the build-up right now?
Oh yeah, we're still building.
You know what these are like?
Very normal porn for very normal people.
These are like jokes. These are like knock knock jokes. Like knock knock, who's there? Normal porn for normal people.com. It's normal people for normal people.com who? And then it's like, ooh, scary monkey. And that's it. Let's see. Jimbo.avi.
That video was me. Bye.
5 minutes of an obese mime performing his act. It's actually pretty funny, particularly one part where he pretends to pull up a chair and then pretends that it breaks because of his weight. In the last 30 seconds of the video, the camera cuts to static briefly and cuts back to the man sobbing quietly, still wearing the mime outfit and makeup. Some kind of obscure fetish. I mean, that's just a big beautiful man fetish, really.
Shame. Yeah.
Yeah, that's barely obscure, man. That's like as normal as it gets.
Yeah, we don't kink shame unless it's a foot fetish, and then we kink shame.
Diana.avi, 4-minute video in which a cameraman talks to a woman in a room different from the interview room. This room looks like the one you'd find in a normal person's house. Exactly where they are is never specified, as Diana only talks about her violin playing. She obviously plays her violin, but keeps getting distracted by something. I didn't notice this until the image board thread pointing it out, but if you look in the mirror of the background, you can see a fat man in a chicken mask masturbating. I'm beginning to notice a trend here.
Oh my god.
One fat guy is a coincidence. Two fat guys. We're starting to build a pattern here. Jessica.avi. Another 4-minute cameraman video. This time, he's outside a house, talking to another young woman. They talk about canoe rides. The camera zooms out to reveal City Street behind them occasionally. The strange thing is that, so far, no one's been able to identify where the street is. Guesses have ranged from anywhere in Europe to Australia to the Philippines, but there's not been a match for the street shown in the video. Tonguetied.avi. 10-minute video. The first 5 minutes consist of an elderly woman making out with a mannequin. The video cuts, like it did in Jimbo.avi halfway through, and the scene is then a group of mannequins huddled together in a circle around the camera. The lights have been dimmed. The elderly woman is nowhere to be seen. From this point on, there's no sound. Stumps.avi. 5-minute long video where a man with no legs is attempting to break dance on a DDR mat in what looks like the kitchen from Peanut.avi, but much dirtier. There's a radio playing music unseen in the background, but it stops 4-minute mark and the man collapses on the mat in exhaustion. He breathes heavily and pleads with someone off-screen to let him rest. This off-screen person becomes terrifyingly enraged and yells at him to keep dancing, which he does. You can hear this off-screen person begin to scream as the video ends abruptly. Uh-huh.
Okay. Well, Pi, to answer your question, normal porn for normal people.com.
This is, it always feels like they're trying, this feels like it's trying too hard, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, that's a problem that happens with a lot of, like, creepypasta.
It's just like the spookiness of a creepypasta seems to rely on the shock value of the concept, but like,
yeah,
I don't know. That's not shocking at all. I mean, it's weird, but it's not like, it doesn't move me, you know?
Yeah.
Privacy.avi. The woman from Diana.avi is masturbating on a mattress in the interview room, while the man from Stumps.avi walks around on his hands wearing some kind of goblin mask. I take offense to that. The door in this room was always closed in other videos, but now it's open in this video. Only the light of the room and hallway is dark. Near the end, you can see an animal quickly run through the hallway. And finally, we uncovered the last video. Useless.avi. JC the Hyena is the creator of Sonic.exe and their character, to say the least. You know what I've noticed? A lot of these people who wrote a creepypasta over a decade ago seem to have like these delusions of grandeur, like they matter.
10 years old. This
Yeah.
was like pre-internet back then.
It was like pre-mass adoption of the internet.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think this is the shocking one. Useless.avi, okay?
Mm-hmm.
In this 18-minute video, a blonde woman from one of the previous interview videos... Ugh, I'm yawning. Fuck me.
Yeah, well, you know, reading's relaxing.
I don't know if I'd say that.
This is gonna be your best stream because people are gonna fall asleep watching it, and it's just
Yeah, they're like, oh, Diesel, I've always wanted you to do ASMR, and it's just me.
And it's just you reading
mediocre stories. She's tied down to a mattress in an interview room. She attempts to scream, but her mouth is taped over. After 7 minutes, a man in a black suit and mask opens the door, but he does not enter. He holds the door open for the animal that was running in the hall in the previous video. It is revealed to be an adult chimpanzee. Its hair shaven, its entire body painted red. Dude, Joe Rogan would have a field day with this one.
I'm gonna send it to him.
When the chimp enters the room, the masked man closes the door behind it. Fuck, I keep yawning. Maybe I'm not breathing.
Stop making me yawn! Ah!
When the chimp enters the room, the masked man closes the door behind it. The chimpanzee sniffs the air for a moment. It may have been blind, and it notices the woman tied to the mattress. It goes into a frenzy and begins to maul her. The assault goes on for a grueling 7 minutes, until the woman finally dies. The chimp eats flesh from her corpse for 4 minutes as the video ends. The thread exploded with activity after the video was uncovered, and people discussed it long into the night. When I came back to image board the next day, I found that it had been deleted. I tried to start another one, and they banned me. I tried emailing me the guy who sent me the chain letter. I sent him 5 messages and never got a response. I have tried to discuss this website on various places and have been banned frequently. The site itself was also deleted about 3 days after useless.avi was uncovered. Likely because someone contacted the authorities about it. See, this is how you know it's fictional, because the police did something about it.
Yeah.
The only proof of normal porn for normalpeople.com ever existed was a few screen caps people took. The most popular of which was useless.avi, which found its way to a few gore sites. Whenever you upload them to, all of the videos, wherever you upload them to, all the videos from normal porn for normalpeople.com get deleted after a while.
Yeah, that's a creepypasta.
Wow, that fucking sucked, actually. That was really fucking bad.
What?
It's just like, it wasn't even like funny bad. It was just like, it had all of the quintessential problems with this like form of writing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think what the problem is, you don't have the creepypasta piano music playing in the background.
I don't think the creepypasta piano music is gonna move the needle on my feelings on this.
You've got to have it read to you've got to have it read to you while listening to the creepy piano music in the background. That's just how it works.
Royalty free creepy piano. We'll just quick pick one, okay?
The creepypasta narrators use that Mew guy.
Which guy?
If you go back a bit, are you still share screening? Oh, you
Yes.
are. Yeah, that guy. Him.
This one?
The with the playlist. No,
This
up
guy?
one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you know when you watch those like TikToks and it's like creepy cats, top 5 creepy cats, silly Billy, and it's like a cat with his tongue out.
Yes.
This is fucking terrible. I gotta be honest.
I mean, he's a good pianist.
Let's do Squidward Suicide. When I was a child, this one scared the shit out of me. Okay. Which this like fan.
Well, now you get to reread it as
fan
adult,
videos of this, right? So we'll also go to that too. All right. I just want to start off by saying, if you want an answer at the end, prepare to be disappointed. There isn't one. I was an intern at Nickelodeon Studios for a year in 2005 for my degree in animation. It wasn't paid, of course, most internships aren't. But it did have a perk beyond education. To adults, it might not seem like a big one. But most kids at the time would go crazy over it. Since I worked directly with the editors and animators, I got to view new episodes days before they aired. I'll get right to it without giving too many unnecessary details. They had very recently made the SpongeBob movie. The entire staff was somewhat sapped of creativity, so it took them longer to start up the season. But the delay lasted longer for more upsetting reasons. There was a problem with the Series 4 premiere that set everyone and everything back several months. Me and the 2 other interns were in the editing room along with the lead animators and sound editors for the final cut of the episode. We received a copy. It was what was supposed to be Fear of a Krabby Patty and gathered around the screen to watch. Now, given that the final cut isn't final yet, God, I'm yawning a shitload. Maybe I'm not breathing enough. Animators often put a little mock title card at the beginning. It's sort of an inside joke with phony, oftentimes lewd titles, such as How Sex Doesn't Work instead of Rockabye Bivlane, in which SpongeBob and Patrick adopt a sea scallop. Nothing particularly funny. It's just work-related chuckles. Guys, remember back when I was an intern at Nickelodeon when we used to make weird sex jokes in the room where we would watch the children's cartoon? Wasn't that so funny? Maybe this one is real, considering all the fucking weird people in Hollywood. So when we saw the title card, Squidward Suicide, we didn't think it was anything more than a morbid joke. One of a few interns did a small throat laugh at it. Fuck! The house scared me.
Boo.
That didn't work at all.
Crippling debt.
Oh man. The episode started with the happy-go-lucky music playing as normal. The story began with Squidward playing his clarinet, hitting a few sour notes like normal. I like how every time this guy is like, I'm not going to give too many extraneous details, and it proceeds to do nothing but wax with extraneous details. We hear SpongeBob laughing outside. Squidward stops, yelling at him to keep it down, as he has a concert that night and needs to practice.
Yeah. Fucking
that
SpongeBob.
stupid sponge.
Stupid sponge. You know, as an adult, and like the oldest sibling, I kind of get it.
Well, where this story goes, you don't want to know.
Oh no.
Squidward stops, yelling at him to keep it down. Why am I yawning so much? Ahem.
Diesel, go get a glass of water.
Why is that gonna help?
It'll help.
Okay. I'm not gonna stop playing the scary piano music, but you can.
That's okay. I'll sit here and tell chat the scary piano music.
Okay.
You know, we'll talk over it. We'll be like, okay, so chat, I'm gonna tell you a very true story. All right. So I was home alone one day, and this was when I was younger, and I heard a bang in the house. So I went downstairs, and nothing was there. The house was gone. It was just the infinite void. This is what a creepypasta is. Hyper horror story right here.
Hi. I filled up my water bottle.
Hi.
Dude, hyper realistic schlong is just, that's horrifying.
I just told them a really cool and true horror story.
What was it?
I was home alone when I was younger, and I heard a bang go off downstairs, and I went downstairs, and there was nothing. It was just a void, the infinite abyss, and scary.
Let's see. Squidward stops yelling at him, blah, blah, blah. SpongeBob says, okay, and goes to see Sandy with Patrick. The bubble splash screen comes up, and we see the ending of Squidward's concert. This is when things seem off. While playing, a few frames repeat themselves. But the sound doesn't. It's supposed to be synced with the animation. So yes, that's not common. But when Squidward stops playing, the sound finishes, as if the skip never happened. There's a slight murmuring in the crowd before they begin to boo him. Not the normal cartoon booing that's very common in a show, mind you. You can very clearly hear the malice in it. Squidward's in full frame and looks visibly afraid. The shot goes to the crowd, with SpongeBob in center frame. He too is booing, which is very much unlike him. I don't know if I agree with that. That isn't the oddest thing, though. What's odd is that everyone has hyper-realistic eyes!
You know what it's like on about though, like, because they did those shots in SpongeBob.
I know. It's
I
like
think that's what makes like Squidward's suicide when you're younger, so like, because you can imagine it, your imagination.
Yeah, I mean, I can definitely like see this one in my mind's eye, right?
Yeah.
But then like, a lot of the like details about like where this person got to see Squidward's suicide are like so corny.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Or it's like, I don't know.
When you're like 10.
I obviously,
you know?
like, with the book we're doing, like, I write a lot of horror-related stuff, but, like, I always worry that it's gonna sound like the hyper-realistic blood, you know?
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Let's see. All very detailed. Clearly not shots of real people's eyes, but something more like real CGI. The pupils were red. Some of us looked at each other, obviously confused. But since we weren't the writers, we didn't question it. We didn't question its appeal to children yet. What are these? The shot goes to Squidward sitting at the...
but isn't that the reason to watch it?
Yeah, that's literally the only reason you'd be there, right? If you're like watching something that's like a rough cut of a children's show and you're like, this feels a little like uncomfortable. You probably should say something.
Yeah, you wouldn't just... Oh my god. This reminds me of another one that's like meant to be a children's show.
The shot goes to...
I can't remember it.
This is like, what is it, Candle Cove or something? Or is that the one that was...
Yes, that's the one I'm thinking about.
Yeah. That one also has a video associated with it.
Yeah.
The shot goes to Squidward sitting at the edge of his bed, looking very forlorn. The view out of his porthole window is of the night sky, so it isn't very long after the concert. The unsettling part is that at this point, there's no sound. Literally zero sound. Not even feedback from the speakers in the room. It's as if the speakers were turned off. Though their statuses showed them working perfectly. Squidward just sits there in silence, blinking for 30 seconds, and then starts to sob softly. He puts his hands, tentacles, over his hands, parentheses, tentacles. Over his eyes and cries quietly for a minute more. All the while, a sound in the background is very gradually growing, from nothing to barely audible. Sounds like a slight breeze through a forest. The screen slowly begins to zoom in on his face. By slowly, I mean that it's only noticeable if you look at the shot 10 seconds apart side by side. His sobbing gets louder and more hurt and full of anger. The screen then twitches a bit, as if to twitch in and of itself for a split second before going back to normal. The wind through the trees sounds and gets more louder and more severe, as if the storm is brewing somewhere. The eerie part is that the sound and Squidward's sobbing sounded real. It wasn't like it was coming from the speakers, but the speakers themselves were holes that the sound was traveling through from the other side.
That's what a speaker is.
It didn't sound like this sound was coming from a speaker, but coming from a hole from the other side. What does that mean?
Like a hole in the wall, I think. You know, like it's coming from the room next door, but the room has a big hole in it.
I'm glad you explained this. I was thinking, yeah, that's exactly how a speaker works, actually.
That's absolutely how a speaker works.
As good
I
as
gotta say, the piano, it really does bring back the vibe, you know?
It does, it does.
Yeah, it's helping, it's helping.
Below the sound of the wind and sobbing, very faintly audible, something sounded like laughing. It came at odd intervals, but never lasted more than a second. So, you had a hard time pinning it. We watched this episode twice, so pardon me if things sound too specific, but I've had time to think about them. After 30 seconds of this, the screen blurred and twitched violently. Something flashed over it, as if a single frame was replaced. The lead animation editor paused and rewound frame by frame. What we saw was horrible. It was a still photo of a dead child. He couldn't have been more than 6. His face was mangled and bloodied, one eye dangling over it popped.
Oh my god.
He was naked down to his underwear, his stomach crudely cut open, and his entrails splayed out beside him. He was laying on some pavement that was probably a road.
Wow, a child has died and you're laughing, Diesel. That's crazy.
I'm picturing somebody writing this going, all right. It wasn't enough that I said there was a dead child. His eye needs to have exploded. Oh, and also his organs need to be out. The screen flipped back to Squidward, still sobbing louder than before. Half of his body was in the frame. There was now what appeared to be blood running down his face from his eyes. The blood was done in a hyper-realistic style. What is it? This is a classical song I'm hearing. What is this? Jingle bells. Jingle bells.
What fun it is to rap. I mean, pretty good cover of Jingle Bells.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
What it says.
I was like, what's this sound?
Said this wasn't a Christmas stream. Fuck you guys.
After 20 seconds, the screen twisted. Oh wait, excuse me. The branches laughing, a deep baritone, lasted for longer intervals and came more frequently. After about 20 seconds, the screen again twisted, showing a single frame photo. The editor was reluctant to go back. We all were. but he knew he had to. This time, a photo appeared to be of a little girl, no older than the first child. She was laying on her stomach. Her, what is this? Am I stupid?
Highlight the word. Barrettes?
Her barrettes?
Her
barrettes in a pool of blood. What is a barrette?
Barrette? I don't know.
I was asking you. I thought this was a girl thing.
Oh, yeah, it's like a hair clip.
Oh! God, it's been a long time since I've heard it called that. Okay.
What? Yeah, because we just call it a hair clip.
Damn. In a pool of blood next to her. Her left eye was damaged the same way as a boy. Oh my god. And she was naked except for underpants. Dude, it's not like it can be a scary story. There always needs to be some, like, sexual crime here, okay?
Yeah. It would have been just as scary if the children had their clothes on.
I know, you didn't need to do that. It would have been just as bad if they were clothed. But, like, unclothing them in the story implies some weird, like, fucking Epsteinery, dude.
This is actually what happened to the people on the island.
I mean, maybe. We don't know. It's all blacked out. Let's see. Her entrails were piled on top of her above a crude cut along her back. Again, the body was on the street, and the photographer's shadow was visible. Very similar in size and shape to the first. I had to choke back vomit. And one intern, the only female in the room, ran out. The show resumed. Damn, what's it playing now, dude? It's kind of getting jiggy with it.
Oh, The Pianist.
Okay. Dude, bust it down, pianist. Bust it down. Let's see. Let me know. We have so much content.
Need more content. FR the stream. I know ball.
We do.
Let's see. All sound cut out. It was like when the scene started. Why am I yawning still? It's really resident sleeper, dude.
Did you get that water?
I did. I'm drinking water right now. They were bleeding. Wait a second. He put down his tentacles, and his eyes were now done in a hyper-realism. I feel like they don't understand what hyper-realism means.
No, I think they do.
They just lack the ability to have a...
Yeah.
To like, they need a thesaurus.
Yeah, they need to come up with more words. It's repetition, you know.
They were bleeding, bloodshot, and pulsating. He just stared at the screen as if watching the viewer. After about 10 seconds, he started sobbing, this time not covering his eyes. The sound was piercing and loud, the most fear-inducing thing. All of this was sobbing mixed with screams. Tears and blood were dripping down his face at a heavy rate. The wind sound came back, and so did the deep-voiced laugh. This time, a still photo that lasted for good 5 frames. The animator was able to stop it on the 4th and backed up. This time, a photo of a boy about the same age, but this scene was different. His entrails were being pulled out from his stomach wound by a large hand. The right eye popped and dangled. It's like they don't know how to make something sound gross and varied, you know? Blood trickled down. The animator proceeded. The next frame was different, but we couldn't tell how. What? So you... He continued to the...
somehow.
He continued to the next image, and it was the same thing. It then went back to the first and played them quicker, and I lost it. I vomited on the floor, hyper-realistically. The animation and sound editors gasping at the screen. The 5 frames were not 5 different photos. They were frames from a video. We saw the hand slowly lift out the guts. We saw the kid's eyes focus on it. We even saw 2 frames of the kid beginning to blink.
I didn't realize that was a 2-frame thing.
The liquid The liquid snake.
Oh my god. Not metal snake. Solid snake? Liquid snake.
There is a solid and a liquid snake. Liquid snake had his
Is there
body
also
taken
a gas
over.
snake? This is very important.
So there's
Oh.
okay. So there's hold on. There's solid snake, okay? Naked snake. Okay.
Naked snake?
Naked snake. Venom snake. All right.
Like the 19 inches of venom snake? Or
no, different.
like snake venom, like
venom snake.
Poison. Oh.
Yes. Venom snake.
Hyper realistic snake.
There's solid snake. There's old snake. Okay. And lastly, no, wait, those are all the snakes that I know of. Oh, Solidus snake. Forgot Solidus snake. Okay. Squidward's Goonacide.
Squidward's Goonacide. He jerked his peanuts and hyper-realistic goon splashed onto the screen.
Dude, you should see the things they're doing to Mrs. Puff out there, dude.
Okay, I know there's at least one artist in chat right now. Okay, and I know you're probably really shy about your art. You don't think it's good. I need you to animate Squidward's Goonacide.
I'm picturing the guy like pulling up to the driveway where he's jorking his peanuts.
Yeah.
But it's Squidward in the car. Dude, are we doing we're doing Dance with the sugar plum or whatever? Yeah, it's basically a Christmas stream.
Evil dance, yeah.
Evil Christmas, that's evil and makes you hyper-realistic blood.
Yeah, you become hyper-realistic.
Christmas is cancelled and replaced with a small child who's been killed evilly.
And also naked for some reason.
Naked, but I didn't do that. That was Jeffrey Epstein, not me,
Jeffrey
John
Epstein.
Evil. That's right.
No.
Jeffrey Epstein steps out from behind the screen. Hey guys, I'm Jeffrey Epstein, and I did that.
Yes, this is how Jeffrey Epstein stole Christmas.
And then Mrs. Claus skydives out of a helicopter with a shotgun, and she cocks it midair.
No, Mrs. Claus is Ghislaine Maxwell, okay? God.
Oh, of course, my bad.
Exactly.
Opposed to killed nicely.
All right. The lead sound editor told us to stop. He had to call in the creator to see this. Mr. Hillenberg. I like how Mr. Hillenberg arrived within about 15 minutes. He was confused as why he'd been called down. So the editor just continued the episode. Over the next few frames, we were shown all the screaming and sound again stopped. Squidward was just staring at the viewer. His face taking up a full frame for about 3 seconds. The shot quickly panned out. That deep voice said, "Do it." And we saw a shotgun in Squidward's hands. He then immediately puts the gun in his mouth and pulls the trigger. Realistic blood and brain matter splatters on the wall behind him in his bed. As he flies back with force, the last 5 seconds of the episode show his body on the bed, on its side, one eye dangling from what was left of his head above the floor, staring blankly.
Oh, but he wasn't naked? Interesting.
And then SpongeBob came in and took his clothes off.
Oh, no.
Mr. Hillenberg was obviously angry at this. He demanded to know what the hell was going on. Most people left the room at this point, so there was just a handful of us left to watch it again. Viewing the episode twice only served to imprint the entirety of it into my mind and caused me horrible nightmares. I'm sorry I stayed. The only theory we could think of was that the file had been edited by someone in a chain from the drawing studio to here. The chief technical officer was called in to find out what had happened. Analysis of the file showed it was mixed with new material. However, the timestamps of the change were a mere 24 seconds before we began viewing it. All the equipment was involved, examining for foreign software and hardware as well as glitches, such as if the timestamp he was showing us was wrong, but everything checked out fine. We didn't know what happened, and to this day, nobody does. There was an investigation due to the nature of the photos, but nothing came of it. No child seen was identified, and no clues were gathered from the data involved, nor physical clues from the photos. I never believed in unexplainable phenomenon before, but now that I've had something happen to me, I can't prove anything beyond about it beyond anecdotal evidence. I think twice about things. So, okay, before we even watch the suicide Squidward video, right? There is so much here that is absolutely fucking just the most outrageous shit ever, right?
Absolutely.
So, like, the implications at the beginning of this story is that overwork led to somebody on the staff making this, like, thing, right?
Okay, yeah.
But then at the end of the story, the answer is it was a ghost that made it, right? Like, what else is the other answer for that other than like a ghost or a demon, right? So, like, what, the demon of overwork? Actually, that one probably exists. What am I saying?
That is true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I answered my own question there.
You did.
Yeah.
You succeeded. I can't wait for the Creepypasta movie too, where we get to watch this, you know.
Look,
The
I really like that
real-life
terrible
recreation.
Steamboat Willie fucking public domain horror movie.
There is no way you liked the Mickey Mouse
No,
horror
I fucking
movie.
hated it. I thought it was terrible. Yeah, it's not an OSHA-approved demon. Are you guys ready? It's very creepy and scary.
Ooh.
It is very hyper-realistic. I brought Dracula here. He is also going to watch it.
Dracula is going to watch it.
Dracula is very scared. What is this? Squidward Suicide Original. Hold on, we'll click and watch it on YouTube.
Oh, hell yeah.
You know that I'm listening to the sound
right now.
It sounds like a kid, like, you know, with those like plug-in like iPod microphones where they put it in their mouth and then like talk and it sounds like really bad. That's what it sounds like he's doing right now. By the way, I'm sorry, I don't know why it has that about big and small balls.
You know, YouTube feeds you content based on what you want.
I haven't watched anything about testicles because my testicles are of a size of which I am comfortable. It's not even like it's saying words.
It's not. It's go. Blah, 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 blah. So
this is
how
2
about that
minutes.
weather?
I can't believe this scared me as a child. Because it's like literally nothing happens.
You know, Diesel, in 10 years' time, we're gonna be doing this, but for analog horror.
That's also, well, I think we're already approaching the point where analog horrors become comedy. Because the Mandela catalog has like fucking 1 billion parodies of it now.
Yeah, that is true. But have you seen that AI analog horror? And it's like fully AI?
No.
I'll have to show you sometime.
I just want to see Squidward put the fucking gun in his mouth. Kill yourself, Squidward! Kill yourself now!
Do it. Also, this isn't very hyper-realistic, I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's not. It looks like instead of eyes, he has like 2 hot plates from like a convection oven.
Yeah.
Dude, what if it just cut to like Squidward and Fortnite and we were like, holy shit, dude.
That would be so funny.
Is this... Oh! They made Squidward go upside down. Very spooky.
Yeah.
Me when I put my iPod in the microwave.
Oh no!
This is actually what my parents used to not...
Someone who's really autistic has probably de-noised it.
That's true.
You know?
Yeah, we should look for that after this.
Yeah.
But this is what happens if... So my parents used to not let me stand in front of the microwave when my food was warming up because they were afraid I would get cancer through the microwave.
Ugh, and now look at you, microwaving your own salads.
What an old bit, okay?
Old bit?
It's such an old bit.
That's not even an old bit at this point.
That was it?
That's it.
That's
You
it?
don't get to watch. Yeah, this is it.
That was horrible.
Yeah.
Is it just me, or does part of it sound like PewDiePie screaming into his microphone?
Oh my god.
That was
totally
11 years ago, dude. God, that was actually hilariously bad.
Yeah,
Red Mist retake. What's the Red Mist? Is that like what makes this scarier? Oh, they did like a 7-minute cut of this. Guys, be careful. This has suicide and self-harm in it. It's very scary.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yes, very scary, very scary.
Where has Dracula gone? Why is he not saying it?
Oh, this is very spooky. I do not like
Ooh.
this.
I wonder who that could be.
Dude, somebody put a lot of work into editing
They
this.
really did.
This is
you
actually
know?
this one had a lot of work
12
put into
years
it.
ago, it's not that
Yeah.
bad.
This is pretty good. Hold on, let's see where this goes.
Not interested.
Whoa, who the fuck was that? That was a Squidward.
That was not Squidward.
That was like somebody doing a Squidward impression. Not interested.
Oh my god, Diesel, it was you.
Could you imagine? I would have been claiming valor for that already. All right.
Oh.
Oh, it has red eyes. You know what that means. That time of month again.
The red mist is coming.
It is
Oh,
Dracula.
the red mist is coming.
SpongeBob.
Oh, Mary had a little lamb.
Well, you two
Someone has
knock it
made a
off. I
very
have
funny
concert
meme.
to practice for.
Well, you don't knock it off. I have a concert to practice for.
Hi, if you're here, you're amazing.
Somebody's jorking their peanuts right now. Okay, you
They're
understand.
joking it. Straight up.
Ladies and gentlefish, Bikini Bottom's community event center is proud to present Squidward.
They're hyper realistic and spooky.
Oh, the one where Mickey suicide one? That one, right? That one also scared me as a child.
So you were just afraid of suicide?
No, I wasn't afraid of the concept of suicide. I was afraid of cartoon
Your
ghosts.
beloved. Yeah.
Yeah.
Boo! You stink!
You know what creepypastas used to really freak me out?
What?
It was those like elevator game type ones.
Elevator game ones?
Yeah, so
Like that
where they have
Gmod
to do a
map?
very like specific ritual.
Oh, well, those
And
predate the internet. That's like just a scary story, like an old
yeah,
tale.
yeah. But there was like internet ones too, so.
This is such a loving recreation of that terrible story too. Oh my god.
Well, yeah.
On God, they done drawn a fucking fake Squidward.
Be careful. You don't want to see those horrible images.
Yeah, well, they took those out because those are not real.
Oh my god, Squidward. No, don't look at me. No, don't look at me. Why are you crying, Squidward? No, Squidward, your eyes are bleeding. Not very hyper-realistic.
This is what I picture when I think of
it's
creepypasta. This is what it is.
Yeah.
Do it.
Okay, are we just gonna rewatch?
Yeah, is it gonna... Oh, wait, something different.
Oh my god, he blinked.
Oh my god, he's got a gun. Oh my god, Squidward, no! No,
Squidward!
Squidward!
Oh, that was awful.
Oh my god, that was awful. Squidward! Squidward killed himself. Squidward's dead. No, they killed him. They killed him, Charlie. They killed him.
They killed him, Charlie.
Charlie, they hit the Pentagon. It doesn't matter what channel.
Oh no, it hit the second tower. You should have called suicide hotline.
Oh
Fuck.
Oh my god, that was fucking funny. Oh shit.
There you go. You did that. That was Squidward suicide.
That was really fucking funny. Should we do which one should we do next?
Fuck. Do you want to pick one?
I've picked them. That's why I'm like, you pick the next one.
What do you mean? I picked them.
I mean, you picked them. You put together the list.
Classically awful, and like just atrocious, hard to read. Cupcakes.
I've never heard of this one.
You've seriously never heard of Cupcakes?
No.
It's like iconic.
I remember reading one of the MLP ones back in the day called Sweet Apple Massacre.
Oh, yeah, no, that's another one.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this one's like infamously bad. It's like
this one is that bad?
It's like needlessly just awful.
Cupcakes is a Pinkie Pie MLP fanfic. Okay.
Yeah.
People are having such a hard reaction to this one. Not Cupcakes. I'm gonna do Cupcakes. I've decided Cupcakes because you guys are like, no, Diesel, don't do it.
Everyone knows Jeff Vakilla. We don't need to read Jeff Vakilla.
Yeah, you don't want us to upset one of your first husbandos.
Exactly. You leave my first hub. Yeah, it is just torture porn. Cupcakes. It's bad.
The original version of this fanfic, Cupcakes, blah, 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 proliferating the internet, i.e. the one that ends with Pinkie Pie about the stuff with Rainbow Dash's corpse is actually a second version found here. The air was warm and the sun was shining, and all of Ponyville was having a glorious day. The town square was bustling and crowded. Busy ponies were making their busy way through the streets. All the pony folk seemed to have had somewhere to be. All except... Hold on, let's put on... We need some music.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Also, to quote one line, go to sleep. That's that. There you go. Did it. I'm killing myself.
All right. Her place, all except Rainbow Dash. Her place was in the sky. She freely tore through the air, speeding one way and the next. She buzzed. Fuck me, what is it? Why am I must be sleepy. That's it.
You must be sleepy.
Yes.
You want to go to sleep? There's a guy who can help you with.
I think I'm good. I'm worried that Slenderbone might come after me after him, you know.
Mike's on the pony.
I'll be hypnoed into being slender cummed on, dude. She buzzed the treetops and raced to the wind. The Pegasus swooped over the schoolyard, to much the delight of children. Climbing over several hundred feet, she dove, going fast as she could. Seconds before hitting the ground, her wings flew open and she took off back to the clear blue sky. Rainbow Dash felt alive. Then she remembered that she had somewhere to be. She's supposed to meet with Pinkie Pie in 5 minutes. She'd gotten so caught up in her exercises, she nearly forgot. Pinkie Pie had asked Dash to meet her at Sugar Cube Corner at 3. She didn't say why or what they'd be doing, but Dash knew that with Pinkie Pie, it could be anything. She wasn't sure if she really wanted to go, though she was so enraged with her stunts that she thought about blowing Pinkie Pie off to continue flying. But Dash's conscience got the better of her. She knew that it would hurt Pinkie's feelings after all. She said it was going to be something special for just the two of them. She considered it and thought, why not? What did she have to lose? Heck, it might be more pranking. Pinkie might have found a bunch more fun stuff to pull off on folks. They had so much fun the last time. Dash kicked it into overdrive. Mostly to make for lost time, and sped to her appointment. When she walked to the store, she was immediately greeted with her host, bouncing in excitement. "Yay, you're here! I've been waiting all day," said the jumping pony. "Sorry if I'm late. Pinkie Pie was doing my afternoon exercise."
Factor is crazy.
Huh?
Oh, I'm reading chat.
Oh. The Sugar Cube Corner sounds like a trap house. Pinkie giggled and responded, her tone gleefully reassuring. "Oh, that's okay. You're here now. What's a few more minutes? I've been so excited thinking about all the fun stuff we're gonna do. I haven't stopped bouncing since I woke up. I mean, I almost forgot to breathe. I've been so happy." Dash gave a slightly uncomfortable laugh. She always appreciated Pinkie's friendly, outgoing way of life, but her overabundant enthusiasm almost creeped her out. Dash was polite, however. If Pinkie had gotten all of this worked up, then it must be good, whatever it is. "So, you ready to get started, Rainbow Dash?" "I've got everything all ready," Pinkie said. Dash psyched herself up. "You betcha! What do you got planned? Are we gonna prank somebody? I've got a couple of good ones I've been thinking about. Or maybe how about some stunts you think I should try? Or maybe making cupcakes," Pinkie said happily. Baking? Dash was disappointed. "Pinkie, you know I'm not even good at baking. Remember the last time?" And then there's a Family Guy cutaway gag to where, like,
Yeah. To where the like kitchen is on fire and they're like, "Oh my god, Pinkie, not Rainbow
Dash, what are you doing in here?" And it's like, steaming hams.
Steamed cupcakes.
Steamed. I've never heard of steamed cupcakes. It's from Albany, Ponyville.
Yep.
All right, now it's another Christmas song. Carol of the Bells.
It's a Christmas stream.
Yeah, it's a Christmas stream. Let's see. Oh, that's not a problem at all. I only need your help making them. I'll be doing most of the work, Pinky explained. Dash thought about it for a second and replied, well, all right, I guess. What exactly do you need me to do? That's the spirit. Here you go. Pinky handed Dash a cupcake. Dash was puzzled. I thought I was helping you bake. You will be. I made this one just for you before you got here. So this is like taste testing or something? Dash asked. Sorta, Pinky said. I haven't read the next few lines, but is this like a rape drug that's gonna knock Rainbow Dash out?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
You predicted it. You predicted the plot
I
of it.
swear to God I didn't read the next line. Dash shrugged and popped the pastry in her mouth. She chewed it a bit and swallowed. Not bad. Okay, now what? Dash asked. Now, Pinky informed, you take a nap. Upon hearing that, Dash felt lightheaded. The world spun, and seconds later, she dropped to the floor.
Sorry, I just love that that the rape drug works after it's like, oh, nap, trigger word.
Yeah, it's like a narratively powered Cosby pill, dude.
Yes, yes.
Look, I don't know of another way you'd write something like that. I think that is the appropriate way to handle it. Okay, I will defend this.
You'll defend.
I'm gonna defend a creepypasta in this moment and say that.
Oh my god.
Well, that's how it works in fucking shows too. It happens instantaneously.
I know, and it's stupid in shows too.
Okay, but shows
You're
aren't
a
real
film
life.
major. You should think you're the guy who's like, oh, these are stupid tropes.
Yeah, they're stupid. Okay, tropes aren't inherently bad. Okay, you need tropes because they help tell stories. All right, so they come up. It's when you use them in a way that's not like interesting. You gotta like build on it. But like this is a mechanical device, okay? This is foreshadowing. It's a literary device. Goody, you're awake. Now we can get started, she gleefully stated. She was pushing a cart covered with a cloth. Oh my god, she's gonna again, I haven't read the next line, but she's gonna grab the cloth and it's gonna be filled with a bunch of evil tools to cut up fucking Rainbow Dash, right?
It's like you've read this before.
I've never read this before, I swear to God. I've told people this on stream before. When I'm reading a Google Doc, I'm reading the single line in front of me so I can give it my entire attention. So I don't even I have to like consciously tell myself to not say the slur, not because I'm gonna accidentally slur, but because I'm reading and it's almost like it's a like my body's moving but my mind isn't. I don't know how to explain it, right? You've read scripts, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
All right, Pinky, what's going on? I can't move, Dash said in a worry. Well, duh, you're tied down, Pinky chided. That's why you can't move. I didn't think you needed to be told that. But why? What's happening? I thought you said I was going to help make cupcakes.
You are helping. You're going to be in the cupcakes. And then I'm
Oh
going
my
to
God, you
serve
read
the cupcakes to our friends. And I'm going to say that you helped me, and they're never going to know that it was you in the cupcakes.
Yep.
Is that literally the entire? Is that literally this entire thing?
There's the whole rape thing.
And
the piss play.
There's a rape and piss play in this? What do you mean? Never
yeah.
mind. I think they are subverting my expectations.
And the whole. Well, no. In the thing, because she's being tortured and she's in shock, Rainbow Dash just pisses herself like 3 times, and the author writes about it in like detail.
Well, I guess we gotta keep going.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
How dare you tell me about the piss before I get there?
Oh, sorry, I forgot about the piss. I shouldn't have told you about the piss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're helping, you see. I ran out of a special ingredient, and I need you to get more. No. No. You silly. Dash's eyes widened. Her face contorted in fear. And then she started to laugh. Ooh, you really got me there, Pinkie Pie. I mean, tricking me into thinking I'm going to get made into a cupcake? I got to tell you, this is the best prank yet. You win. You're the best. So for those of you that are like unfamiliar with the brony community, there's an entire subsection of the community that's like grimdark. Like it's called like grimdark MLP or something. I don't remember the... But like there's like a ton of grimdark related MLP fiction. Tons. Like an insane amount. Pinkie giggled even more. Thanks, Dash. But I haven't done pranks today, so I can't accept your praise. Dash was struggling again. Pinkie, come on, this isn't funny. Then why are you laughing? Pinkie grabbed the cloth and whipped it off the cart. The top of the tray contained various sharp medical tools and knives, carefully organized and ready. There was a medicine bag and several other objects next to them. Dash was now in full panic mode. She started to hyperventilate. Her mind was racing, and she tried to reason with the pink pony. You can't do this, Pinkie. I'm your friend. I know you are, and that's why I'm so happy I've got you here. We get to share your last moments together. Just you and me. She was skipping again. But the other ponies will wonder where I am. And when the clouds pile up, they'll come looking for me. And then you'll get found out. Dash was desperate. Oh, Dash, Pinkie said. Don't worry. There are plenty of Pegasuses to take care of a few clouds. And besides, no pony will find out. I mean, how long do you think I've been doing this? And with that, the light suddenly came to life and showcased the rest of the room. This is almost so cliche, it's actually really funny. All right? Like, this is actually transcended. This is horseshoe theory, okay, in action. Diesel, this is the inception point, Diesel. This creepypasta is like the deciding factor if you off-ramp to the more normie fandom or go down to Nazi and gore pony fandom.
It's true. This is your first interaction usually when you go into the creepypasta with like the really like weird shit.
Oh gosh, no. Dash reeled in horror at the image presented to her. The room was decorated with a typical but twisted Pinkie Pie flair. Colorful streamers of dried entrails danced around the ceiling. Brightly painted skulls of all sizes were stuck on the walls, and organs done up in pastels filled with helium and tied to the back of chairs. The tables and chairs were made of bones and flesh and past ponies. Dash cringed at the centerpiece on a table nearest to her. The heads of 4 foals, their eyes closed like they were sleeping, wearing party hats made from their own skin. She recognized one of them as Apple Bloom's classmate. Her eyes darted back and forth and then gazed up to the patchwork banner hanging from the rafters, made from several ponies' hides.
This is semi-related, but I swear I remember reading it as a comic when I was younger.
There probably is.
There definitely is.
I've definitely seen like a grimdark pony animation where they get all made into like food or something.
Which is like so like, dude.
I don't get that shit at all. I honestly I get people who like, if you were into My Little Pony and that's like your thing, I'm like, you do you, sister, go right ahead. I fuck with it, whatever. But like, that is like somebody who's like, it's like watching Steven Universe and going, yeah, I think we should kill people. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like, you watch the text, you like, I acknowledge how this works, and then go, yeah, I think I want the opposite, actually.
Yeah.
Dash's attention was stolen by a party horn unfurling and tickling her nose.
And your favorite was brilliant.
Being a 13-year-old girl having to choose between being flashbanged with inflation art or your favorite
Honestly,
characters being mauled really was a time.
I'd choose to watch my favorite character get mauled over inflation art any day.
I think I would much prefer the inflation art. Well, like, is it inflation where you blow up like a balloon and then you pop, or like... Is it just like, oh, what if Rainbow Dash was morbidly obese?
This is a very good question. What kind of inflation are we talking about?
Like, because I think bike pump inflation is like worse. But like, if Rainbow Dash just needed like Ozempic, that's like a different thing, you know?
She needed it.
This story is a piece that got her all edges, no point.
Yeah.
On the back fluttered 6 Pegasus wings, all different colors, and she skipped in excitement. Her necklace of unicorn horns loudly clanked together. This is actually so outrageous.
Yeah.
Like it?
It
Yes.
is.
I made it myself. Dash pleaded, Pinky, please. I'm sorry if I did anything to you. I didn't mean it. Please let me go. I promise I won't tell any pony. Oh, Dash, you didn't do anything. It's just that your number came up and, well, I don't make rules. We can't turn back now. Rainbow Dash was tearing up. How could this be happening? Aw, don't be sad, Dash, Pinky said. Look, this'll cheer you up. I brought a friend. Out of nowhere, Pinky displayed a blue and yellow painted skull. It was about pony size, but a very defining feature, a beak. What character is this?
I don't watch My Little Pony.
Dash was freaking out. Is that... Hey, Dash, let's hang together. These ponies are lame-os, dweebs, Pinky mimicked. I caught her right before she left town. Remember when I left the party for about 20 minutes? That was enough time to play with her, of course. I had to wait until the party to do that. But boy, am I glad I did. It was worth for the flavor alone. Griffins taste like 2 animals at once. It's amazing. I know she didn't have a number like everyone else in Ponyville, but when was I going to get another chance to try a griffin? In hindsight, I probably should have asked where she came from so I can get more. But I forgot. I'll tell you what, though. She was quite the fighter. Lasted a long time, which was fun for me. I got a chance to play with somebody other than a pony and try new things. It's too bad she had such a potty mouth. She said so much bad stuff. I had to take her tongue out. You know, bad language makes for bad feelings, Dash. Dash didn't have anything to say. She just sobbed and writhed. Dude, this is like a fucking like serial killers.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like the theatrics of it, I'm not gonna lie.
Right?
I don't necessarily approve, but I am impressed. Okay. I'm reading it and shaking my head to know that I disapprove. Well, Pinky said.
Also, sorry, this is just so like obviously she's feeding these cupcakes to people.
Yes.
Is no one noticing that the cupcakes aren't cupcakes and they're actually made of meat?
I don't know. Maybe a pony's filled with like fucking.
Oh yeah, like ponies are actually made of cupcakes.
Yeah, when you break a pony down to its base components, it's
I
actually
can tell
flour,
that
milk, and eggs.
That's actually not the case. Having
I mean,
already
yeah,
read
but
this.
obviously. All right. Let's see. Dash just whimpered. Wait a second. Hold on. Enough reminiscing. It's time to begin. She picked up a scalpel and walked over to Dash's right flank. Without any flair, she placed the blade an inch above her cutie mark and started a circular cut around it. Her lungs working overtime, Dash sounded in pain and tried to desperately pull away, but the braces held her still. Finishing the incision, Pinky grabbed the curved, skinning knife from the tray. She worked it under the skin and sliced the hide away from the muscle. Dash ground her teeth as she tearfully watched as the flesh came off. Pinky then moved to the other side and completed the other flank. When she was done, Pinky had both cutie marks in front of her friend and started waving them like pom-poms. Dash just whimpered, her thighs burned. Placing the skin down, Pinky selected a large butcher's knife and walked over to Rainbow Dash. All right, Heinrich Himmler. This is getting a little weird. I think Slenderbone is
Yeah.
still worse than this, by the way.
Slenderbone is still
Yeah.
worse than this.
Which, if you're
100%.
not a member, you can watch me and Hal read Slenderbone. It was a prior stream. You know, you have to be a member though.
You had
to
Yeah, you had to be rich to rewatch it, you
Yeah.
know. Unfortunately, some people they're not rich enough to pay for a Diesel subscription.
Let's see. You gotta stay still or I'll keep missing. She took another whack and hit the target. She swung again, blood spraying into the air, but realized...
Yeah, that's a really good point, actually. How is Pinkie Pie holding the scalpel?
It is really clearly with her hooves, okay?
Okay, but like hooves don't have.
Listen, would it behoove
opposable
you to
thumbs.
have some, you know, dramatic license here?
No, it would not behoove me.
Oh man,
I'm
that's crazy.
hooveless.
Yeah, look, man, she's just horsing around, okay?
that
was
stop.
bad?
Look, I'm all horse punned out
Oh.
after doing that thing
Dang.
like last year. Okay, I'm horse punned out. Never again. We came up with so many.
Let's see. The crying Rainbow Dash heard a sound of a metal box opening and closing. I gotta say, Dash, why do they call it a hacksaw? It doesn't hack. Hacking is what I do with the knife. This is a saw. I don't get it.
Yeah. It does a lot of this.
Pinky placed a tool over the last attempt. It effortlessly sailed through the bone and skin. A painful feeling of what the fuck is playing right now. Why is Scent of the Night? Okay. Dude, there's a lot of spooky music.
Yeah. We did put on the spooky playlist.
That's true.
Oh my god, this is Mr. Creepypasta's OC.
I'm gonna skip some of this torture porn because
Yeah, because
I'm trying to
torture porn,
I'm not trying to make somebody fucking erect.
Yeah, that is the correct.
At least I
response.
don't want to make somebody erect this way, you know.
Yeah, no, you have to come to the post show for that, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Why is there trivia for this?
What do you mean? Why is that trivia?
There's a
for
trivia
this?
page at the bottom of this. Dash didn't
Oh.
hear her. She had slipped from consciousness minutes ago. Pinky, not satisfied yet, hit her with another adrenaline shot. Dash woke up for the last time, her heart jumping. Her blood flowed out faster. It wouldn't be long now. Pinky put Dash down on her back and straddled her chest, scalpel ready. You know, Dash, I'm disappointed. I thought you would have lasted longer. I really wanted to spend more time with you before we got here, but I guess it's my fault. I should have taken it a little slower. Oh well, it was really nice knowing you, Rainbow Dash. The blade sunk into the blue one's throat and worked its way up her chin,
It's-
coming back down and circling
it's so
around her
sad
neck.
she finished too quickly.
Then she was gone. Pinkie Pie stared in the mirror. She did a really good job, even keeping the eyelids. She winked. Dash winked back. Pinkie smiled. But still, she was sad her friend was gone now. It only lasted 50 minutes, not nearly as long as she wanted. She looked back at the cadaver hanging there in the center of the room, the last of its fluids draining into a pan. Yep, no more Rainbow Dash. Then Pinkie cocked her head. She was starting to take notice of the fact that there really wasn't that much damage. In fact, she began to think an idea exploded in her head. She was good at sewing and had all the pieces. Was she gonna make a fucking face mask?
It's zombie.
Oh, a zombie.
I think it's like a zombie.
Pinkie had to make a friend. Silver Spoon suddenly woke up. She was on her back and couldn't move. She couldn't see. Where was she? Freaking out. Hi, she giggled. What's going on? The frightened little foal asked. Oh, well, you see, your number came up, and I gotta make cupcakes, Pinkie explained. What does that mean? What are you talking about? Oh, nothing. I wouldn't worry if I was you. It'll be over soon. She approached the girl, scalpel at the ready, when a small voice called out from behind. Miss Pinkie, what do you think you're doing? She paused and turned to look at Apple Bloom. The yellow baby pony walked With an angry look on her face, Silver Spoon started to feel relieved. I can't believe you're... Oh, this one talks with like a southern accent, right?
Yeah.
I can't
Or is
believe
that someone...
you're...
I
No,
thought that
Apple
was...
Bloom is like the little sister
Oh.
to fucking Applejack
I don't
and
know.
fucking
I don't follow the
Big
My Little
Macintosh,
Pony
okay? They're all
bullshit.
like fucking southern.
Yeah.
I can't believe you're doing this, she pouted. I thought y'all had this one was gonna be mine. Pinky apologized. Sorry about that. Guess I forgot. Here you go. She handed the blade over. Apple Bloom climbed over to the table and stood over her prey. Silver Spoon tried to struggle. She stared in fear at Apple Bloom in her apron, the pink apron, with a shiny tiara on it. Silver Spoon started to cry. Apple Bloom grinned and opened her mouth. Hey, Silver Spoon. Guess who's gonna be a blank flank? Trivia, this is the original. For those who can't seem to find one that's around the internet, or those who don't like Google Docs, it can be found here. Okay. Well, that was
Because, you know, people needed more access. Yeah, it was awful, right?
it was definitely a little dramatic, you know.
That's dramatic.
A little dramatic, I'd say.
Yeah, you know.
Ooh, I'm stretching my back. Ooh.
Oh, Lord, he's stretching.
I'm dizzy from doing that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Well, that's certainly. I don't. What did I just fucking read?
Yeah, it was... you said you wanted the bad ones. Here you go.
Dude, this is how Pinkie Pie was holding a scalpel.
Oh, that's awful. I hate that.
KJ just sent me something.
KJ sent me it too. Fuck you, Killjoy. You need to stop doing this. Cease. Hyper realistic hands, you know? Like
2.6 million views.
I feel like we need a palate cleanser. We need
I don't
to,
think
like,
this
watch...
is a palate cleanser. I think this
I
is
don't
a
think
palate
this is a
worsener.
palate cleanser. I think... Can we, like, put on Caramella Dancing for a second?
No, I'll get acclaimed. This stream is so getting taken down, dude.
It's getting taken down anyway. Put on Caramella Dancing.
We're watching this now. You know, did you know that Beckett asked if I could run a D&D game, but everybody's a My Little Pony character?
No.
Yeah, he's doing Brony Christmas. So he wants to do that. Yeah, where he just covers his Brony stuff for the entire month.
Fuck, I guess we're playing Brony D&D.
That's so outrageous. What the fuck? What's the
Never
meme?
mind. This is an amazing palate cleanser.
What's the meme where it's like the guy's looking in the toilet as SpongeBob and he's like, oh, that's gore. That's gore of my comfort character. Why is Pinkie Pie always depicted as like a fucking homicidal maniac?
I mean, she definitely gives homicidal maniac.
She's just like fucking weird and like stupid.
Yeah, like someone pretending not to be a homicidal maniac.
It's true, some days are dark and lonely.
Is this Nightcore?
It sounds like Nightcore.
The crazy part is that if this was made today, it would be AI and it would be infinitely less. Like, this is really well made is the thing.
Oh god, she's going
Dude,
Super
she's
Saiyan.
she's going Super Saiyan. this is Omni-Man.
Oh
dude.
my god, no way.
Oh my god.
She's Diesel, can we make this the intro to the D&D brony stream?
Dude, what a shot. What an insane shot
Oh
that
my
was. What a
God.
weird shot.
I hate this.
Newgrounds and its consequences, dude.
Honestly. Your YouTube feed's gonna be fucked.
Yeah, my YouTube feed is gonna be so fucked. Well, that was
something.
that was something.
That was something. This has been something.
I don't even know what to. Okay, it all stems from one episode of Pinky going nutty from loneliness, and every neckbeard decided to crack open Word doc.
Well then.
I don't even know how to follow that one up. That was pretty impressive. You know.
Well, guys, remember to like and subscribe and hit that bell icon. Thanks for watching Diesel Industry.
Is this how I end the stream?
This
Is
is set me free, Diesel.
this how-
Diesel, you need to set us free.
You don't want to.
We clockwork. Oh, we did say that we'd
Yeah.
do clockwork.
I mean, you did. I'll do it.
You'll do it.
Yeah, you stay in your seat right now, Missy.
Okay.
How long is Clockwork is the question.
That is a great question. However, we did tell chat
it's
we could do it.
creepypasta.com.
Yeah, we're going to the site, guys.
Why is there so many advertisements on this? What is this?
I don't know. You just gotta ignore 'em.
Estimated reading time 19 minutes. All right. A little girl sat in her room. My phone is buzzing. It's telling me that I need to read a book today. I guess this counts,
have
right?
Have you read? Yeah,
Yeah,
we've done
this
reading.
is
We've
me
done so
reading,
much
yeah.
reading.
Yeah, I guess it is. A little girl sat in her room. Her messy brown hair was in little pigtails, and her hazel eyes stared at the door. She hugged her stuffed giraffe close to her little body and listened closely to loud yells. I should have never had any damned kids, screamed a loud, deep voice. All they do is make messes, complain, and draw on walls. He was interrupted by the shrill, angry yell of the girl's mother. They're children, David. They don't know any better. Advertisements. Oh, fuck me, Mary Beth. What? Oh, there's an advertisement there. That's why.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear your bullshit excuses. I've had enough of them. And what do you expect to do about it? The girls heard loud footsteps coming towards her room, and she hugged her giraffe closer. The door opened violently. In the doorway stood her large, infuriated, overweight father. In one of his meaty hands, he held a large textbook. You know, the way that this is presented, where it's like, they have it like shortened into the format that like Disco Elysium would be in. And I'm just picturing like some of the portraits coming up, like fucking the angry face one being like, and then the man entered the room with the meaty textbook in his hands. David, stop it, screamed her mother. But the father ignored his wife's pleading cries. He grabbed the little girl harshly by the collar, and she screamed and kicked, trembling in fear. The girl's father held up the textbook. This is for drawing on my fucking walls, you little bitch. Can you read?
God, he's just like my dad for real.
Oh my god. Can you read this as Measurehead? So I read it with a French accent. but
That's
also
crazy.
say vague racism for no reason. What's up, my Anwa? Dude, it's Dagoth.
Oh my god, Dagoth.
Comparing Disco, I'm not saying this is like Disco Elysium. I'm saying the formatting reminds me of how the text shows up. Let's see. What's Measurehead's voice? Years later,
VV Baguette.
the little girl known as Natalie was now 9 years old. Going through the stages of puberty, she was a
At 9 years
naturally
old?
little chubby girl of typical Caucasian persuasion. He just does that, okay? He's just kind of he's got a whole race thing going on. Like the usual, she sat in her room watching TV. Her father was ranting about some economic crap that she couldn't give less of a shit about. Damn, the writing in this is fucking bad.
Yeah, it's bad. You asked for the bad stuff.
I know.
You said, Hal, give me all
You know
the
what's
bad
crazy? At least
creepypastas.
one of these
So-
people has written a novel that is like a bestseller, you know?
Oh, you think so?
I think so.
I don't know.
The Am Sandwich Race. Dude, you need to play that game again. I want to watch you play that so bad.
You keep saying that, and then we take like a month-long break, you know?
I know. She's also currently drawing a picture. There's a little bit of gore in it, but strangely, she really liked drawing blood. Oh my god. It gave her
Yeah.
some weird satisfaction. Other than that, multitasking was no problem for her. It became apparent to her at a young age, after having too much hard work and labor, that she was able to do so many things at once. Drawing ended up being her talent and passion. It was her way of escaping reality whenever something bad would rear its ugly head and peer in, or when she was simply bored. She suddenly heard the closing of her door and looked to the left, pausing on the munching on her popcorn. There she stood, her brother Lucas, who was 14 years old. What is it? She could still hear her father's yelling from outside. Dad scaring you? He let out a chuckle. No way. I think we're both used to his yelling by now. There was a long pause. So why are you here? He played with his sleeve slightly and twitched a bit. I have to ask you something. He trained his eyes on her. She frowned slightly, growing impatient with her brother, interrupting her movie and drawing. What? He moved a little closer. You said, I don't like where this is going out.
Yeah, I know. It's awful.
The thing is
Most
that
of
like
the old creepypastas are really
the
bad.
foreshadowing of all of these stories is like
It's like, yeah, you know
it's like
where it's
exactly
going.
where it's going, yeah. Out of all the creepypastas, someone recommended you Clockwork. There's a detailed CSA description in the original story. Is this the Epstein files? Look, I don't know where you're coming from,
Epstein
right?
files.
But I'll come on these streams, read these things, go, this person's mentally ill, and walk
This
on with my
person's
day.
mentally ill, and then yeah, that's what you gotta do. You gotta be like, wow, these people are fucked up.
I think it's a really funny. Okay, so it's very clear that all of these were written by like teenagers, right? But I think it's
Yeah.
like actually hilarious that like the only way a teenager knows how to convey horror is just like rape and murder. And I don't know what
Yeah.
that says about society, but I don't know. I guess it says something.
Well, yeah, it's because it's fucking horrifying thing. And like these like children who are writing this, these teenagers, they've probably also been in like the abusive households. What you're reading is their trauma dumping.
Yeah, it's them trauma
they're, like,
dumping and then
OCs,
extrapolating
you
it
know?
into like something absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
He moved a little closer. You want to be a
You said you wanted to be cool and grown up like a teenager, right?
Oh
she
my
suddenly she's nodded and brightened up slightly.
Well, I have an offer. Just spit it out, you dimwit. You know what guys and girls do together sometimes, right?
God. Oh my god.
Bum bum ba.
You know what that brother's name was? Jeffrey Epstein.
Oh my god. Jeffrey Epstein, the killer?
Oh my god. The next day at school, Natalie did not say a word. She did not speak for the whole day. She didn't know anyone to speak to anyways. Nobody could, nobody should know. And so, nobody would know. Her teacher picked up on a few of her puzzled expressions, but she dismissed it, as if it did not understand her lesson. Natalie also felt that she was in severe pain. She had no idea it could hurt. Feeling scared, she walked home and silently went to her room. But later in the day, she was once again greeted by her brother. Nobody would know at school, and she finally decided to tell someone. Even though they weren't friends, she felt like they had to. Hey, Mia, the ginger girl walked over to Natalie with a straight face. Yeah, Mia said to Natalie. I really need to talk to you about something. It had been going on for a while, and you and your friends, well, I mean, I feel like the only people you can trust. Mia and her friends seemed to pull little smirks, but only for a moment. Little did Natalie know they were hungry for gossip. All right, you can trust us. What's up? One day later was all it took. She had been getting constant remarks on social networking sites, such as Facebook. Not to mention, their lunch had ended getting in her hair. And it was the least of her problems. But Natalie, being only 9, could not help but be greatly upset at this fact. I think... did any of the Creepypasta guys read this on YouTube back in the day? Because this one's clearly, like, infamous.
Actually.
Yes!
Someone did.
That's
Yes.
crazy, dude. Wow.
I don't remember who,
dude, the
but I remember
universe has
listening to it
changed
on
so
YouTube.
much. It's actually hilarious. Holy fuck.
Yeah.
It's funny because, like, when we were teenagers and younger on the internet, like, the things that were commonplace
Acceptable,
were so much worse, right? Like, I don't think people realize how, like, fucking safe it is now. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah. Like, everyone... Here's the thing, like, and it's something that happens, and it's like a big, like, people have a complaint about it with Euphoria, where it's like, we need to erase all of this stuff. It's you know, it's bad. But, like, I think, like, personally, as someone who's been through a lot of, like, experiences in my life, Euphoria is sort of like almost like cathartic to watch because you see like a lot of your problems being recognized in media. And I think that's why like children used to write like creepypastas like this, because it's getting these things recognized, and that's why it's like it's bad to erase all this bad shit. It's like whenever I watch like a YouTube short and they're like fucking censoring the word suicide.
Yeah, that like on a live,
I
they
roll
censor.
my eyes.
They say
so
essay.
hard.
I was
fucking
living
stupid.
in real life and somebody used the word essay instead of just saying sexual assault, and that blew my mind. And I like neatly like packed it away and just continued on with the conversation. But like I was thinking, I was like, we don't really need to be doing that right now.
Yeah.
But also in the same respect for the chatter who was bitching and moaning, you can admit that these things are ridiculous and then also laugh at them because you have the hindsight of age and being like I know now as a adult that like this shit, the way they're presenting it is ridiculous and inappropriate, and I can laugh at that without like crashing out, but then also acknowledge where it comes from. They're not contradictory ideas to hold both of them. It actually one answers and explains the other. Anyway, the stars, 3 a.m. school night. Her mother was going to kill her. The girl known as Natalie was 16 now. She was productive in high school and came close to honor roll. For once, she felt calm and happy. Though, like the usual, she would occasionally become a hermit in her room, hiding away from her dad, who still liked to constantly yell and scream about the economy. This is also very funny because this is such a post-recession sentence.
Yeah.
Like you know the person writing this is like 16, because then they would have lived through the Great Recession and their parents bitching about it all the time.
Yeah.
Economy, money, and politics, and all the other bullshit that she was flat out tired of hearing. Her eyes started to feel heavy. She had an assignment to work on, but that was no longer important to her. All that was on her mind was sleep. She closed her laptop, and after her eyes adjusted to the darkness slightly, she saw her old, worn-down stuffed giraffe in the corner. She stared at it in complete and utter silence. Memories passed by her, and she felt tears come to her eyes. But quickly she blinked them back. No more breaking, she thought to herself, but she continued to stare. What the fuck are you looking at? She said to the stuffed object. It simply stared back with soft black beady eyes. She shook her head and stood up. She looked down sadly at the little toy and gently picked it up in her arms. She cradled it and spoke softly to it. I'm sorry. Some tears ran down her face. She pet it rough, short fur. So where's the supernatural element of this? It's called Clockwork, right? So is there like
Oh no, this is more like a Jeff the Killer type one.
so this
where it's
she
like someone's serial
so
killer
she
OC
becomes
and their
a
origin
she
story.
becomes a serial killer through this? Is that what
Yeah.
is gonna happen? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so Natalie, is this the Jane character, or is that like a Jeff the Killer
No,
cinematic
that's a
universe
Jeff
one?
the Killer cinematic
Okay.
universe one.
Okay.
Clockwork is her own one. And it like as you read it, you'll get more. This is my creepypasta OC
Okay.
vibes, you know.
Okay. Makes sense. It's all starting to come together now as I'm reading this. I'm like trying to understand where it's coming from.
You see the red flags sort of like as you
Okay.
go. Like so many people would write like the creepypasta OC fanfiction.
It's called world building, Diesel. As a teacher, you should know this.
Ooh,
Well,
so
to
true,
be
so
clear,
true.
Dagoth, I'm retired.
Oh, you're never gonna teach again?
Well,
What?
unless something fucking catastrophic happens.
Fair point.
I can't believe I forgot to take your laptop. Take that laptop away. You were on it all night, were you? Natalie sighed and pressed her face deeper into the pillow, hugging her giraffe closer. Her mother sighed and walked out. She took a shower, brushed her teeth, and ate some breakfast. Then she got dressed. She put on a gray and blue hoodie with fur inside its hood. Wait a second.
Do you
Sans
sorry, do you
Undertale?
remember do you remember when I was telling you about the that Tiki Toby character in the creepypasta fandom?
Yes.
He gets shipped with this girl like all the
No.
time.
Oh.
There is shipping fan art
So
of them
is she
together.
gonna have like Clockwork? So does she have like some like shtick? Like they all got a shtick? What's her shtick?
Uh,
No, don't tell me.
you'll
I feel like
find
I'll find out. I'll find out.
yeah, you'll find out. Read your story, man. Read your shit.
See,
Read your
you
shit.
can't even make this shit anymore, right? Because somebody would, if you
No,
were a
someone would be
teenager,
like, "This is
if
bad,
you were a
should kill
teenager and you wrote this today, the fucking panopticon of social media would have a big fucking conniption fit about you, and one of your fucking Discord friends would write a Google docy on you.
Yeah. 100%.
However, on the way, due to a lack of sleep, she slowly put her head over the window of a car, began to drift off. Her dreams, more accurately nightmares, consisted firstly of her physical abuse as a child, and secondly of the sexual abuse she suffered at the hands of her own brother, Lucas. Lucas is the middle name of Jeffrey Epstein. Jeffrey Lucas Epstein.
I think not.
The abuse had lasted for 4 years before she had the guts to turn him away. She started twitching and cringing in her sleep, but her mother took no notice. Her mother never took notice. Suddenly, she was jolted awake by the sound of her mother's voice. "We're here," her mother said with annoyance in her voice, most likely catching Natalie napping again. She looked at the large sign of the school, which read Walkerville Collegiate Institute for the Creative Fine Arts. She sighed tiredly and stepped out, putting her backpack on her shoulder. "See ya," she proclaimed, and closed the car door. She walked into the school and chatted with a couple of friends until she went up to her locker on the 3rd floor. She grabbed her books, and before the 5-minute...
What would you do if someone turned you into a cupcake?
I would feel honored.
I would feel honored.
There you
Well,
have it.
you know what? If they turn me into a cupcake, I hope I'm spicy so I could tear that ass up one last time.
These will be like, I hope if someone vores me, I give them indigestion, actually.
If I am bored, I hope that I require, like, Tums after.
Yes. I hope I give them food poisoning.
All right. She walked into the school and chatted with a couple of friends until she went up to her locker on the 3rd floor, grabbed her books, and before the 5 minutes of time was over, she ran to class. Her English teacher knowingly put her hand on Natalie's desk. "Where's your assignment, Miss Oulette?" Oublet? Well, is this like the French word for like French word for one of those holes that doesn't have an exit?
Is it?
Yeah, because oublet is like it's like a fucking torture chamber or something.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot at home. Sorry, Miss Homenuk. Where the fuck is this story taking place?
France.
We can't have creepy pasta because of woke.
The woke mob is
gotta-
truly ruining everything.
I gotta be honest. I think I agree with that statement. I gotta be honest. I think it's true. I think you can't. Your time is up, Miss Oublet. Don't disappoint me. Natalie seemed puzzled by the thought for a moment. She didn't know why, but put those words seemed to melt together. She simply ignored it and went back to listening to the lesson and falling asleep. Not too long after, of course. Later that day, she was headed to her locker for 4th period. And suddenly her boyfriend, Chris Epstein, approached her.
Oh my god. It all connects.
Diesel, what would you do if someone turned you into a creepypasta? What would your name be?
It would be Joseph Joestar. and
That
you'd
literally can't be it.
choke it all over the place.
Gooner Joe. Gooner Joe is like the first guy you fight in like Punch Out, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to me after school, all right? Jokler.
No.
The Jorkin Jokler.
I like Jorking Joe. I
Joe.
like the idea that like you just show up to people's houses and it's like a succubus situation where you jork them off and they die.
There's a character in Yakuza who's like Mr. something, and he's like always naked and oiled up and always jerking off.
Oh yeah.
And I fucking forget his name, but I'm sure somebody will tell me.
Or it would be like a diesel.exe, and it turns out you've been sucked into a video game, and
Dude,
where you're actually a goblin.
Dude, my life is like a video game, dude.
Oh, real.
Oh my god.
And you're trying to escape
Mr. Libido, that's right.
You're trying to escape your computerized prison.
During her French class, Natalie failed to pay attention. Instead, she doodled the things she loved the most. Blood, gore, people being stabbed, knives, and macabre things of the sort. Others would say it was pretty dark for her to draw such things, but she saw nothing wrong with it. For some strange reason, it actually felt like a normal thing to her. Miss Oulette, she quickly covered her doodles on her paper and looked at her French teacher, trying to hide her fear. Yes, Mr. Levasseur. With a slight turn of his head, he gestured for her to move her arm. Could you show me your work? She hesitantly moved her arm, showing her teacher a picture of someone getting stabbed by an insane man. The teacher stared, puzzled, looking at her a bit, and smiled nervously. Erase that and get started on your work, he said in a strangely calm voice. And Miss Roulette, Mr. Levasseur interrupted. She looked up at him slightly. Your time is almost up to get your work done. I suggest doing it now. She growled at the remark. Dude, it's like it's not a warrior cats.
Time always seemed to be against her. At first, she was concerned time could go fuck itself. After class, she walked out of the school to find her boyfriend standing near the fence on a sidewalk. She smiled. And then he wasn't smiling back. Dude, the worst part of this is that it's Jeff the Killer, but what if they were French?
Oh no.
Chris, what's wrong? What did you want to talk to me about? He sighed. Natalie, I think it's time that we should start seeing other people. Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, he's having the Joker one bad day, you know?
What will you do if there's a mentally ill Nona with a universe who treats her like shit? But why? Natalie cried. She responded with a stern look. It's your mindset, your drawings. They just creep me out. I think there's something really wrong with you, and the saddest part is that you haven't told me why you're acting like this. It makes me feel irresponsible, so I just can't do it anymore. I'm sorry. I've decided to be the ultimate irresponsible 16-year-old and just completely ignore this. He didn't say that last part, but that's what he meant. And then he walked away. Natalie slammed her hands on the bathroom counter at home. She stared into the mirror of herself, her eyes twitching. I won't hurt myself like the others. I can stay strong. There was a needle and black thread in her hand. It's pointless. It doesn't help. Some weird sensation pulled at her subconscious. She chuckled slightly. No, I'm doing this because I want to. She held up the needle with the thread on the end of it and smirked. Time is up. You know what? She's kind of aura farming. What?
She is kind of aura farming, you know? And this is her version of like go to sleep that Jeff the Killer does.
Yeah. Piece after piece, cut after cut, even the excruciating pain going through her. She did not whine, she did not whimper, she did not cry. There was no more tears to shed. All she did was smile. Blood leaked from the pierces that made a low dripping noise into the sink and onto the counter. When she finished, she stood back and admired her handiwork. She stroked the horrendous stitches on the side of her mouth, which spread into a wide smile. She felt the warm, wet blood on her fingers and licked it gently because she's evil now. Consuming the metallic-tasting liquid in pure ecstasy, because that's what crazy people that do when they're evil.
That's what crazy people do, yes.
She stopped when she saw her mother's reflection in the mirror behind you and sharply turned around. She saw her mother, wide eyes and pale face. She looked at her fingers, seeing the blood. She suddenly felt the pain and began to cry. Mom, Natalie cried. She never felt so confused. What happened to her? Her mother had scheduled some therapy for her. Natalie had gotten rid of the stitches in fear of how much pain it would bring. She needs to embrace the darkness and become evil. She made sure her hood was up.
It's the only way.
It's to not let anybody see. It's the blue hoodie with the fur on it. It made her look like Sans Undertale, but he didn't exist yet. Nobody knew who Toby Fox was. She sat down on a comfortable leather seat and stared at the blonde woman across from her in silence. So your name? Natalie, isn't it? Natalie nodded. I'm Deborah. I'm here to help you. Now tell me, Natalie, what have been some of the problems recently? Time. Time has been the problem. Deborah gave her a confused look. What about time, dear? Natalie's hands roughly gripped the leather of the seat. Everything. It makes you live through it slowly, progressing through life. Being controlled by society. No fucking way she said that. Are you fucking serious?
Told you, it's her Joker origin story.
I'm sorry to call out that one chatter. You're a fucking idiot. You're a fucking idiot. This is insanely corny. You should feel like shit, you fucking idiot.
Okay, dial it back, Diesel.
Dial it back, Diesel. You're gonna send the chatter off the ledge. Okay.
Yeah, dial it back.
Everything. It makes you live through it. slowly progressing through life, being controlled by society, only to be tortured and seemingly no end until you find you no longer have a purpose. It's vicious, a vicious circle. Time does not end.
Doing a Tonka voice.
It does not slow down. It does not speed up. It's violent. It makes you live through the torture over and over again until you're unable to fast forward through any of it. Natalie had no idea what she had just said. She felt like she wasn't herself anymore. Could this be because of all the things she had kept contained? No, it was impossible. But some strange reason. She liked it. The therapist leaned closer. Sweetheart, I want you to tell me what happened to you. Natalie continued staring. There was a long pause. She smirked slightly, the wounds from her stitches opening slightly once more. Why don't you tell me, Blondie? You're the expert.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, this character is fucking so much fun. I'm sorry. I know this is like this is literally just Jeff the Killer character.
Yeah.
But it's so like wacky and like you know what it's like? It's no, you know when you play, have you played Shadow the Hedgehog?
No, I haven't.
Oh my god, at the start of Shadow the Hedgehog where he's holding the gun and Sonic the Hedgehog is like, you know, Sonic the Hedgehog full name. It's like struggling to stand up and he falls down as Shadow like steps over him. That's such a fucking like I'm 12 and aura farming.
Deborah appeared, mildly annoyed. Natalie, I can't help you unless you tell me what's wrong. Natalie's fingers started to tear into the leather seating. Natalie isn't here anymore. With that, Deborah's eyes widened as she rose to her feet. I'll be right back. Please stay here. She walked out, leaving Natalie alone. Maybe if she had done something at this point, she wouldn't have to come to be what she is today. Maybe more people would be alive. Maybe she would be sane like she had been before. As much as I would love to say that Natalie got up from the chair and stopped what came next from happening, I'm obligated to give you the horrid truth. Natalie did not move. She sat perfectly still in total silence and absolute calm. In that chair, and after a while of waiting impatiently, her parents walked in. Natalie stood up, happy to go, but she noticed her parents' expressions. Even her father had a strange, saddened expression on his face. Her confusion grew, but she had nothing and followed them to the car. On the way, while she thought she was going back home, she started to drift off. They're going to put her in a nut house or something, Max? That's what's going on.
It's almost like you've read the story. Oh my god.
I've never read this before.
I know you haven't.
Well, I don't want people to think I've read it before.
Your time is up. She shot awake, some beads of sweat rolling down her face. She wasn't home. She wasn't in the car. She was in a bed, a white room, a rubber room.
A rubber room.
A rubber room with rats.
The rats made me crazy.
A man in a white shirt looked at her, his hands behind his back. He resembled one of the cliche doctors you would see in a television program in a scientific lab. She paid full attention as Mr. Scientist started to speak. I can only imagine how confused you must be right now, he said. But I'm letting you know that we're only here to help. Your parents agreed to allow the administrator medication to you. Yeah? In the hopes of helping your state of mind.
He's a German doctor, of course.
Of course, naturally.
Yes.
Yeah. No, little German girl, do not go to the nut hut.
Is that Dr. Richtofen?
You don't need to worry, the doctor sought to reassure her. You'll be back to normal in no time. First try to relax. He walked over as he did. She tried to skittishly move away, but was unable due to the leather straps binding her legs. He carefully took a mask and put it over her mouth and nose and stubbornly tried to get it off, but felt herself starting to slip under drugs and it slowly made her eyes shut. Oh my god.
You see, this is better than the instant, oh, you're getting sleepy, and then they pass out. I'm just saying.
Dude, they're like making a Batman villain. Like Oh mein
baby.
Gott! This is Krakenhaus is full of ein thinking pill. Suddenly, Natalie woke up. She couldn't comprehend what she was seeing. She was being given multiple injections, and something was being rubbed on her skin. She felt woozy, but otherwise completely aware of her surroundings. She was entering a rare state patients sometimes find themselves in while undergoing surgery, which they're able to see that they're being worked on. In this state, they can feel the pain, and their brain is active, but they're unable to respond. Where's the creepy of this pasta? I don't know, man. I mean, none of these are really scary. One of the doctors yelled at another. Natalie couldn't make out what they were saying, but she suddenly felt a rush of adrenaline. Shaking violently, she slowly started to slip out of her bonds. One of the doctors moved to hold her down, but then hesitated to do so. Natalie watched as all three of the doctors backed away in unison. She sat on the edge of the bed, IV tubes in her arms, a mask from her face. She got to her feet and started to stumble towards them. Her breath hitched and her vision was blurry. She was vaguely aware, but then she started chuckling like a madman. But suddenly she felt searing pain in her chest. She gripped her chest in agony and dropped to her knees. She coughed up blood. Fell prostrate on the floor and blacked out. I thought it said prostate for a little bit. I'm like, whoa!
Whoa.
Oh, shit. Natalie woke up and groggily, sometime later, she found herself back in bed and a doctor sitting beside it. Oh mein Gott. I'm sorry, Natalie. Something went horribly, horribly wrong.
Oh mein Gott, no.
Natalie didn't know why. She felt a tremendous amount of hatred towards the doctor. He took notice of her disgust and looked away instinctively. You weren't supposed to wake up while we were giving you your doses for your mental state, the doctor continued. We are unsure how it affected you, but we have a feeling that we're going to find out. He paused for a moment before taking a small step to the mirror. The entire time he looked away from her. Regrettably, the medication impacted your appearance as well. Nick deine normal pillen. Oh mein Gott, dream. Do not take the normal pillen.
No.
Dude, it's Dr. Creepypasta who's in charge of fucking Arkham Asylum, dude. Natalie looked at herself in her mirror, her eyes widened. Her eyes were completely green? What? What?
Yeah. The scream.
She noticed she still had the stitches in her mouth as well, but for some reason she couldn't help but feel overjoyed. Her heart rate began to rise. Dude, they feel what did they give Bane? What's the thing that he has?
Venom.
Venom, dude. They gave her venom, dude. Doctor, she began, still chuckling. He trembled slightly and pressed a button on the underside of the monitor. Yes, he stammered in reply. Your time is up. Oh my god. This is actually keto, dude. A loud scream was heard through the halls of the facility. 2 security guards rushed into the room, kicking open a door. Blood. Blood was the first thing they saw. Blood on the walls, on the floor, and the ceiling. Natalie had strapped a doctor to her bed. The bed was bent at sharp angle. Oh my god, she's got super strength now too. The doctor's spine was completely snapped. Blood poured from his eyes, nose, and mouth, and there was in the corner was a murderer happily drawing her gruesome pictures on the wall in blood, alongside a hastily scrawled phrase, "Your time is up."
Natalie slowly turned to look at the guards, and a wide, crazy grin spread across her face.
Hello, friends. Would you like to play?
And with that, Natalie began laughing uncontrollably. The guards quickly drew their guns. Jesus Christ! Before they could act, Natalie charged at one of them. Oh my God, I'm so invested. One of the guards fired a round, but Natalie was able to dodge it. She grabbed the large knife from the sheath of his pocket and slashed it right across his waistline. Blood and organs fell out. No fucking way! And he collapsed to the ground. She inhaled deeply, loving the damp stench of death. The remaining guard shook with fear and dropped his gun. She slowly walked up to him and placed the tip of the knife against his chest.
Your time is up.
She slowly slid the knife down his chest all the way to the end of his abdomen. His organs spilled out onto the floor and he collapsed, dead. Natalie's mother had been sleeping soundly in her room beside her husband. She awoke to the sound of knocking on her door. She groggily got up, walked out to the bedroom to the front door. It was pouring outside, and thunder boomed in the distance. She approached the door, but paused before she grabbed the knob. Yeah, the psych ward has a SWAT team. She detected
Really bad one, apparently.
What's up, Mally? She detected a faint sound of insane laughter.
Oh yeah. Can we what's that Linkin Park song that's like have mercy come? You know the one I'm talking about?
I do.
Can we put that on while you finish
No.
it up? Please.
Hello, mother.
A voice from the other side called out. Natalie burst through the door, wielding two knives. Her mother stumbled back, hitting her head against a nearby coat rack. One of the hooks penetrated her skull. Of course it fucking did. She fell to the ground, paralyzed but still conscious, lying in a pool of her own blood. Natalie towered over her, and then knelt slowly to meet her mother at eye level, and displayed her blood-soaked blades proudly.
I was suffering, mother,
Natalie cooed. She ran the tip of her knife across her mother's cheek, cutting it slightly. Natalie tilted her head.
But you did nothing.
All her mother could do was shake and gasp like a fish out of water. Natalie grabbed her mother and gently laid her flat on the ground. From there, she straddled her and began cutting a V into her chest. Are you fucking kidding me?
It gets better. It gets so much better. You haven't even got to the ending yet.
Natalie knew she didn't have much time left. She proceeded to forcibly open her mother's chest cavity with a loud crack, reached in and grabbed her mother's still beating heart with her bare hands. Impulses were growing farther and farther apart. Suddenly, she ripped it out. Blood sprang all over her face. She stared her mother directly in the face as she took her final breaths.
Sweet dreams,
she said to her mother's corpse. Your time is up. Dude, she had to get the one-liner in.
You had to. It's the whole thing.
She put the heart into her mother's mouth, patted her cheek softly, and stood up. She wasn't done yet. Natalie's father, David, had stirred awake and had realized that his wife had not returned to bed yet. His eyes were adjusted to the darkness when he suddenly noticed Natalie standing at his bedside with a crazed smirk plastered on her face. Her newly green-tinted eyes glowed in the darkness. Yes! Yes! Her eyes glow in the dark! Pink! 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 I can't help but really love this one because it's so unashamedly exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Like
she wanted a fucking creepypasta OC. She's getting a fucking creepypasta OC.
I adore this one because I know when I was like 14, I wrote shit like this in a physical notebook.
Yeah, same.
Right?
Yeah.
I wrote tons of shit like this.
Yes.
Dude, I did this all the time, but I didn't put it online because it wasn't that popular to do that.
Yeah.
Oh, dear mother's gone. I wonder who'll get the money, Natalie jeered. She swiftly grabbed her father's forehead, laughing maniacally. That's all you ever cared about anyway. Her father, unlike her mother, was a fighter. He sprung up and grabbed Natalie by the neck and threw her to the ground. He started to stomp on her chest until she coughed up blood, and he stared down at her. Doesn't it feel good, Daddy? She laughed in spite of the violence and coughed up more blood. After all, you never seemed to mind doing it all those years ago, did you? He narrowed his eyes. You aren't my daughter. A wide smirk spread across her face, and she peered at him with her luminous eyes, blood dripping down her mouth. You're right. I'm not. She suddenly tripped him, causing him to fall hard on the floor. She scrambled to her feet, knives in hands. Oh my God, no way she says this. They say the bigger you are, the harder they fall. While he was winded, she grabbed a pillow and stuffed it into his face, and then stomped harder and harder until the loud cracking noises could be heard. When she finally pulled the pillow away, her father's face was gruesomely mutilated, and he was making muffled noises and crying in agony.
Marvel movies. Oh my God. So funny.
What's the matter, Daddy? Pain too much for you? She shoved both knives into his stomach and left them there, and then moved to rip one large, heavy wooden poles from the bed. Holy fucking shit! She set it down on her father's legs and withdrew the knives. Gonna need these, she chuckled and sat down upon the pole, laid on his legs. Suddenly, she started to rock back while sitting down. The weight from her body on the pole slowly started to squeeze his innards up through his body, because of course they do. He started to gag and blood poured from his mouth. His breath was silenced, and she hit a bit of a snag. Come on now, she snarled as she forced herself to rock back with more weight.
Better. Keeps getting better.
Suddenly, his organs burst out of his mouth. Holy fucking shit. The nasty gore piled onto the floor, the sides of his face. She nodded to his carcass and started to walk out. Your time is up, Daddy. Finally, this would be her favorite part. She quietly snuck down to her brother's room, silently opening the door, blood dripping from her knives, making a low tapping sound as the droplets hit the hard wood. I should make it abundantly clear. I'm 100% team Natalie right now, okay? like this
100%.
is actually
It's the correct
I cannot
person's side to
I'm
be
so
on.
glad we read this. This is so fucking good. Oh dear brother, come now. She started to walk inside. All I want to do is have a little fun. As she stepped in more, she listened closely for any sounds, any breathing, any moving. She even sniffed the air for his putrid scent. The closer she listened, she finally noticed something, a faint, breathing noise. Whack! She fell to the ground, trembling. Her brother was behind her with a now bloodied baseball bat. He was glaring down with anger, panting in rage. She tried to slowly get up, but he hit her again and again. Mother always did like you best, you bitch. He hit her hard one last time before taking a breather. She was bleeding heavily. Her green eyes drooped and glowing faintly in the darkness.
At Kinbakimothy became a member. At Kinbakimothy celebrates 28
What
months
up,
of membership.
Kim?
PSA, you can develop hives from COVID.
I didn't know
FML
that.
but hi.
Oh,
That
I'm
sounds
sorry,
terrible.
Kim. Yeah.
She felt weak and looked closer up at the ceiling. She recalled the days she had spent in here, being tortured and having to go through it for 4 years, looking at that damned ceiling. Suddenly, a rush of energy into her body. She started to stand, laughing insanely. You think you can part ways with me, Batman? Her brother
Oh,
went to hit her
Jesus.
again, but used both of her knives to block it. Oh my god. Peek! Peek! You're going to hell, brother. With a large push, she sent her brother flying onto the bed. He hit his head against the wall and growled angrily, about to lunge at her. When she stabbed the 2 knives into his arms, keeping him pinned to the wall, he screamed, struggled rapidly. Let's see what we can use here. She started walking around the room and smirked, seeing a simple butter knife on his bedside. She picked it up and walked over to him. They say that the eyes are the softest organs on the body. She slowly licked the knife. Soft as butter. He looked in horror, trying to get away. As she started to dig out his eyes with the knife, he shrieked loudly, and she quickly tied the cloth around his mouth. Now, we can't have you waking the neighbors. He wasn't able to see anything. The pain was unbearable. Blood leaked violently from his eye sockets. He would cry, but was now incapable. She dug around for more items and picked up a pair of scissors and walked over to him. I think you need to cut loose, brother.
Dude. It
really is like a Batman villain,
I
though.
unironically, I know this is written very badly, but this character, I
What do you mean?
absolutely
This is
fucking
cinema.
Well, it's cinema, but also in the same respect, this character needs respect. This character needs respect. I'm
Yeah, no,
sorry.
this is a very popular creepypasta.
Oh shit. Dude, they're just
She has so
it's
much
just
fan art.
this is just a horror themed superhero, dude.
Yeah. That's all the creepypasta OCs are.
Oh my god, I love this. I mean this genuinely, chat. Okay, all of you sitting here being like, "What the fuck is this, Diesel?" I do. I think I really like this. I like this in a way that's like, I know it's not amazing writing. I just find it very funny. She lifted up his large intestines
She's default.
and smirked wickedly. You know what I love, dear brother? Macaroni art. She started to cut the intestines into sections. These might be a little too big to put on a plate, though. She could hear her brother foaming blood from the mouth. However, he had to swallow the blood back because of the cloth around his mouth. Doesn't that taste good? She licked the blood off of her fingers. I sure know I like it. He let out another muffled scream. She went down to his toes and started cracking them and ripping them off one by one. Jesus Christ. After a while, his screams grew futile. His throat was raw and bloody by now. Next, she worked on his fingers, snapping them and ripping them off slowly. The gurgling became louder and louder, and he started to squirm. He was choking on his own blood. She pulled the cloth down, and blood poured from his mouth, and turned his head to the side and vomited violently. There, brother, she said, patting his head. Eat this and feel better. She stuffed one of his fingers in his mouth, making it jam into his throat. He choked and slowly died. Your time was up.
It's not done yet, though, Diesel. There's one more. She's not got her full iconic aesthetic.
Oh,
yet.
true. The girl known as Natalie was walking into her room, dripping blood. Off of the corner, she saw it, her stuffed giraffe. She knelt down and stared at it. Then, without a word, she stood back up, walked to the bathroom, staring at herself, covered in blood. She heard a faint ticking noise. She looked down and saw a pocket watch. She stared at it slowly, turning, listening to the ticking sound for what seemed like an eternity. She took out one of her now red knives as it heavily dripped blood onto the counter. She grabbed a pocket watch and disassembled the watch until only a small clock was left. Time makes you live through the torture, she said, slowly bringing the knife up to her eye. Slowly progressing through life, being controlled by society. She slowly started to dig it into her eye, as her vision in her left eye grew blurry and red. Until you find you no longer have a purpose. She felt her eyes start to come free from its socket, blood pouring in the sink. It's a vicious cycle. She felt it dangle out of her socket, a sharp pain where it was connecting in her head. Time does not speed up, it does not slow down. It's violent. She grabbed onto the cord of her eye and tore it right off, the eye falling in the sink. It makes you live through the torture over and over again. She started to place the clock in her eye, unable to fast forward away from it. There was squishing sounds and drips of blood until it seemed like a clock fit perfectly in her socket. No fucking way she said this. I am clockwork.
You should have read that one in the Batman voice.
Oh, excuse me. Which one? Like the Christian Bale one I was doing earlier?
Yeah, sure.
That's a deep one like this, right?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
like,
I am clockwork.
roll credits. Boom. End of movie.
Oh my God.
And you
Wow.
can just hear, like, you can picture it in your head, the like over voice narration as
Wow.
she's doing the whole cinema. Cinema.
That was
There's
absolute
technically more, but like
fucking
it's
cinema. No,
not
it's right there. It ends right there. It ends right there. It ends right there.
Okay.
That was
Go on then.
fucking peak. That was fucking peak. I'm sorry. That was peak. That was peak. That was everything that I like love about fucking like wacky creepypasta stuff. That had everything. That had everything.
Absolutely.
I think that character is just so
It's peak. It's peak
peak.
OC, creepypasta OC. You know.
I nothing but 5 stars. 5 stars.
He's speechless, chap. He's speechless.
I can't even begin to tell you. I genuinely enjoyed that. I think it should be very clear that I genuinely enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And it's like you can tell the person who made this had like they're like, I really want like my character to have this and this and this and this. And I want to make sure they look like this. Right. And they went through all this meticulous detail so that way they could have their OC, have their like just all of it. Right. Like there was so much passion put into all of that I can't even like Squidward Suicide or like any of those feel like they're just trying to spook you. But this felt like somebody like had something they wanted to make. And I think that
and they made it.
And
I love that for them.
Yeah, and I actually unironically genuinely love that for them. Like the joy of creation is so real.
Oh my God, have you played The Joy of Creation?
What is
so
that?
It's like a Five Nights at Freddy's fan game that's better than Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh my God.
We should play it at some point.
Man, you're gonna make me play all the spooky. Dude, okay. It was literally like I like Clockwork for the same reason I like Hold on. No. We need the Shadow the Hedgehog intro, not the trailer. Right? The same reason that this is peak.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely, Aggie. I feel the same.
Like, I unironically like this. I know it's stupid, but this is like, there's like a piece of like we're too, like we would never do this. You would never put a gun in Shadow's hands.
No.
Dude, and a motorcycle, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, irony poisoning stole this from us. Yeah, I like it because it was so genuine.
Yeah.
That like I can't sing the praises of that
Look,
one enough.
I'm not ashamed to admit that I used to be really into the creepypasta fandom.
I get it.
You know,
Yeah, I
because
get it.
like it's peak.
I get why these characters kind of inhabit that like dark superhero type aesthetic. The same thing happens with Jeff the Killer, right? Because you know
he's
what's
like one of them, you know?
well, the
Like,
thing
it is
that's
literally
funny
the
and
same
really
thing.
interesting is that even though like they're bad people, right?
Mhm.
Many times the people they kill are worse
Are also
people.
bad people.
Yeah, they're bad and or worse, right? Like all the people Clockwork killed in that, 100% justified, right? Like they went through the effort to be like these deaths are a net positive.
Yeah.
Like that's something else, dude. That was something else. I really
Yeah.
adored that. And yeah, it has an earnestness of Superman and the edge of a Batman villain. Absolutely. Absolutely.
It's giving Jason Todd.
Oh, it's giving Jason Todd. Oh my god.
It's giving Jason Todd. You know him, right?
Yeah, I agree. I 100% like agree. That's actually
Mhm.
wow.
Yeah.
Well, I think
One
that's
day,
a
Diesel, we're gonna do like an after show where I give you the lowdown of the whole creepypasta fandom OC characters, just
oh
like
my
Clockwork.
god.
It's gonna be so fun.
I
I
love
can
that.
talk autistically about it for hours. Like this used to be my hyperfixation.
I get it. I get it. I mean, I think it should be pretty clear. I mean, you've read a lot of my writing, obviously.
Yeah.
I have this like fucking mental illness fixation with SCP. Like I have
Yeah,
I have
absolutely.
it. So I get it, right?
No, 100%. Look, after you grow out of creepypasta, you usually either become a normie or you go hyperfixate on SCPs. It's just the circle of life.
It's just a circle
You
of life.
know? It's the circle of autism, you know?
But yeah, that was
Yeah, I see you wargaming.
How do you feel about Control then? There's a bunch of stuff with Control that I feel a little iffy on. I like the concept of like okay, so like I like the supernatural being hidden from society by extra governmental or governmental entities, right? And something about that specifically and this idea of like mixing conspiracy with spooky monsters and like because it kind of gives it like an air of reality to it, right? Because
Yeah.
there's nothing more real than like boring government bureaucracy. So I like that. But the problem with Control is that it like very clearly wants to do like the more like wacky stuff, like more openly. And like the oldest house is like an interesting setting, but I'm just trying to like when I think of Control, I think, well, what does the normal day-to-day operations of that organization look like? Because it doesn't seem like it would make sense in a world where it's not falling apart, you know? That's why I'm kind of iffy on Control. It's why I love Delta Green. Delta Green is like it is next to Cyberpunk. It is probably my favorite TTRPG setting. I've always liked. I know they're kind of like military LARP cringe, and I 100% have some contentious opinions on a lot of the SCP like fan films. But the concept of like a bunch of like SWAT officers killing Cthulhu is just like the best thing ever. Like I just love that shit.
I'd like it better when it's like the SCP thing because they don't do it to like kill them. They're like, let's put Cthulhu in a box.
Yes, yes. So I'm always of like two ways about that, where it's like on one hand, it's like I get why, but then also it also feels like, well, there's nothing good that's gonna come of doing this, but I guess you guys can do it anyway, right? I guess like on
Yeah.
one hand they want to like the point is like, oh, to research it, to figure it out, to find out how to use it for ourselves, which is like I guess is like a very Umbrella Corporation. It's very clear
Yeah.
Umbrella Corporation has a lot of its like
It's definitely inspired it a
soul,
lot, you know?
yeah, inside SCP.
Yeah. Can you believe they made Dr. Bright not canon anymore?
The canonicity of things in SCP is also one of those things. It's like it's kind of. I mean, I guess yeah, but like also, I mean, the universe is so malleable. Who says that he is or isn't?
Yeah,
know?
that's true.
It's a
He's
collaborative.
canon in my heart.
Yeah,
you know.
It's a collaborative like fiction. You know, so
Yeah.
it's not like he's gone, in my opinion. I don't know. That's how I feel about it. But yeah. Anyway, that's enough the autistic hyperfixating. That was a good one, Hal. This was a good one. I'm glad you made me do
You had
this.
fun?
Yeah, I did.
I didn't make you. This was your idea this time.
No, well, I wasn't gonna stream today, but you were like, Diesel, come.
Yeah, I
stream.
told you to stream because you need to stream.
That's true.
Look at all your lovely fans. Look at them. Look at your chat right now.
Look at
and
their
how
little
lovely they
faces.
are. Okay, look at their little faces. Yeah, look at Midge and that dorky little smiley face. Look at Skelly and Pie and okay, and look at Yummy Chicken who just said hi. Okay.
Men don't do anything without a woman telling you to. I hate how true that is. I hate how true that is.
It's true. It's true.
Oh,
Look at the cute little rat, okay? You can't leave them hanging for like weeks at a time.
But yeah, I think we'll head out after that one.
Yeah.
That was good. Thank you all
I
for
need to
being
go
here.
play Baldur's Gate before I get murdered.
Okay.
So
All
bye
right.
chat, I love you. Mwah.
Look at her go.
I know, I'm really a natural, aren't I?